What's up, everybody? Welcome back for part 3 today. We've been rocking and rolling all day, and it's been fun. Today has been absolutely insane. We've got another good one coming up with the Eagles and the Cowboys, NFC East division. Eagles undefeated, Cooper Rush undefeated as a starter, Cowboys undefeated without Dak Prescott, which is just an interesting narrative, but I think we're going to have fun with this today. Really fun day, some well-played football, lots of upsets, lots of backwards, everything you don't understand, and, some of these teams that are flourishing that we never thought we'd think this season would be a year for them to do that. We've got them going off, and, this is a big test for both of these football teams. Philadelphia, this is one of the toughest defenses, if not the toughest defense they've faced so far this season. And you've got Cooper Rush, the Dallas Cowboys, great defense, like I mentioned, but they're going against a great Philly defense. See if they're able to run the ball effectively, if they're able to, score as many points as they're going to need to go toe-to-toe with these guys. I'm very, very excited, and I can't wait to jump into it. If it's anything like the rest of the day, I know we're going to have some fun. I'm getting our scoreboard for the day up and going. And we got Carrie Underwood on the TV getting us ready. All right, that's up and ready to go. Really fun day and some well-played football. Exactly. Listen, it was a pleasure getting to do more than one game today. It's going to make up because, sadly, I will not be here tomorrow for Monday Night Football, but, the Broncos are on primetime again, so I don't feel as if we're missing out all that much. But I will come on if you guys would like me to for, maybe a post-game. Maybe we'll run some kind of stream tomorrow night once me and Dad get home. It's going to be weird not doing a Monday Night Football game, but I think it's okay to take one off. Let me fix this. Camera's getting a little fuzzy on me because I moved. There we go. Should be good now. We get to see Micah Parsons versus Jalen Hurts, two great-minded football players battling it out because this guy is going to. Whoa! We're blurry again. I don't know why it does that. Let's try it right here. Let's see how that goes. Sam says, "Let's go Cowboys D," and Mary Beth says, "Go Cowboys." I sat and thought long and hard. I picked the Eagles for this game, and I was trying to decide who I wanted to win this game. And I think I'm going – I want the Eagles to win, but I'm happy with whoever wins. I already had to root for the Steelers today. I don't want to have to root for the Cowboys too. But if they're playing good and, they show the Eagles up, then I'm going to root for that. I'm rooting for a good game. Good game, good scoring, good defense. I want Cowboys think Eagles. I want whoever bests the other one. How about a tie? I mean, I'll be fine with a tie. That just proves a lot of things. Hey, I'm not down and out about that loss. I know I feel like people are expecting me to be, but I'm okay. I'm really okay. But thank you, Nathan. I want to see the Eagles stay undefeated, but I have the Cowboys defense. I mean, the Eagles can stay undefeated and the Cowboys defense play well. We've seen 12 to 9 games this year on primetime, so it's still possible. I'm just so done. What am I having some camera focus issues today? Let's see if that fixes it this time. But I didn't think the Steelers were gonna win that game, and I never ever root for them. So I didn't choose them to win, but I was kind of hoping they would, and so that was just a funny outcome that a lot of people are happy about. Only 4 wins in CBS. Talk about a tough week. I'm totally just in now where this lands. Man, listen, on CBS, I thought I did bad, and then I went and looked over at our picks for the week. Why does this keep happening? It's so dumb because this does not happen to Dad, and we have the exact same camera. But I looked over at the CBS, and from all the 1 o'clock games, including Thursday night, I got Thursday night right, but I missed every single 1 o'clock game, and I missed one of the 4 o'clock games. I got two of them right. Yeah, I got Seattle, and I got LA. Obviously, I missed the Chiefs, so I need an Eagles and I need a Chargers, so I can have at least 5 this week because I'm 3-8, I think, so far for the week. Rough week, and it sucks because Dad's gonna get a big jump on me, but I'm okay with it. It's fine. It taught me a lesson that I need to trust my gut and not just try to take the safe route. But all in all, I'm not mad about all the ones that I missed because that's the teams that I felt like, not all of them, of course, but a big portion of them were teams that I picked against, but I wanted them to win. Like the Falcons, wanted to see them win today. It makes it even better with a Buccaneers loss. So that's hilarious, but it's all right. We're not upset. We're happy. And we're going to get through it, and we're going to have fun next week as well. Let's pick a different color. Let's go. I hate that. Let's go. There we go. Some yellow, I guess. He said tough. Yeah, it was tough. It was fun, though. Makes you think a lot, and I like that. That's what I love about football is anybody can win any given Sunday. Happy is a little strong, probably feel. Well, Packers fans, I understand. I totally understand. Me and Joey say hi to you, and this is it. What's up, Lisa and Joey? Yankees lead 3-2 in the bottom of the fourth. Cleveland just bombed a ball. I totally forgot about that game. So we're all collectively rooting for Cleveland to just go ahead and kick the Yankees out because that would be funny. Dodgers and Yankees both get knocking out. Yeah, I totally forgot about football so much. Forgot about baseball with so much football happening. I started the stream a little early because the countdown thing on here was earlier than my stream, so I thought that meant they were going to start earlier, but I guess not because we're 9 minutes in, but it looks like they're at least preparing for kickoff. Let me go ahead and get this little scoreboardy up here. And okay, I'm taking it off this camera setting because I hate this one, and just hoping that this one does not get fuzzy. I'm so down to seeing the Yankees lose. What do you think about those Jets and Giants? I mean, they're just shocking the world, man. They're just shocking the world, and I'm here for chaos, so it is what it is. I like to see it. I like to see that the NFC East is just besting a lot of divisions when they've been just the laughing stock for so long, other than Washington, of course. But Taylor Heineke is coming back, so things are about to change in Washington. Like Houston winning it all, they just too good. Oh yeah, I agree. At first, I thought you meant the Texans, and I thought it was like just a sarcasm thing. But then I realized you were talking about the Astros. So, are the Dodgers even still in it? Didn't they get knocked out? I thought the Dodgers got knocked out. Maybe because the Padres. It's going to be the Padres. If the Cowboys win tonight, there's going to be a three-way tie in the East. You know, my family grew up in the New York City area. Yeah, I was going to say, I think the Padres, Meek Mill's out on the sideline performing right now in the Eagles game. So are Braves and Mets. I knew that the Braves and Mets were out, but I was almost for certain that the Padres have been eliminated. All right, so Philadelphia won the coin toss, and they are going to defer. So we're going to see Dallas with the football first. I love rivalry games, but here lately this year, like rivalry games, not all of them, but a lot of them have just not been rivalry feeling games. Like they just feel like a blowout by one side. And especially with the Cowboys, I feel like for a long time, it's always been like that. I think Houston's gonna win it all. All right, the Eagles are on, and the kick is up. And he's going to return it from just the edge of the end zone. He tripped and is going to be down by the 17. Yeah, it was unbelievable to see the 111th win Dodgers not advancing to the league championship series. Yeah, it's crazy, but the Padres went out in free agency and tried to make a move or during the trade deadline to try to push him, and it worked out for him. All right, Cooper Rush takes the field from the 16. Oh man, that guy's beating himself up for tripping right there. They hand it off to CeeDee Lamb, and he's off down the sideline, and he stumbles forward for about 8 yards. What's up, Tim? It's nice to see all of you guys again. It's been a long day. I've seen a lot of you guys all day long, and I love it. I have cookies ready for Sunday night. Can't beat that, Lisa. So 2nd down and 2 now from the 24. You had Zeke in the backfield with Cooper Rush. He's looking. He's got time. He throws, and it's batted down. The target was CeeDee Lamb. It was just batted down. Good coverage. 3rd down and 2 coming up. All right, this Philly crowd's getting loud. 3rd and short coming up. I feel like they're going to hand the ball off here. And he hands it off to Zeke, and he's not going to get there. He's going to be about a yard short. This game is sold out, and Cookie Monster couldn't get into tonight's game. I can imagine that this was a sold-out game. This is a highly anticipated one. And like if you were in the stream earlier, right as it ended, David said this is one of the one of the NFC East matchups that we're actually looking forward to. I was saying a video you're going to love of the roughing the passer calls. Okay, I'll definitely check that out in a bit. It was a real crazy day. I love it. So they've got the special teams unit out on. Dallas is going to punt on their first drive. 13:30 left in the first quarter on 4th and 1, unless they pull some trick stuff. I don't see this early. And the kick is up. A really nice punt. He's going to field it at the 15. He makes it to the 20, the 25, and wrapped up right before he gets to the 30. Yeah, that's what he said. But finally, an NFC East game that I would like to watch. Okay. I was excited for this one. It was part of my reasoning why I let Dad have the Chiefs game anyway, because I really did want to do this game. All right. Eagles' first drive starts at the 29-yard line. Hurts fakes the handoff and throws it to A.J. Brown, and he just drops it between his feet. If he got in, the cookies would be gone before the start of the second quarter. Russell Wilson doesn't have any passing yards this game. What else is new? I mean, that's a fact. Nobody's surprised. Nobody's surprised. Neither, and Jerry Jeudy has 0 receptions for 0 yards. Second down and 10. Low snap. Jalen Hurts throws over the middle, hits Devontae Smith, and he's going to get a first down. I think Jalen will struggle tonight. This will be an ugly game. This is, like we said, this is a big real test for Jalen Hurts, especially with a guy like Micah Parsons coming after him. But I think we're going to see him grow a little bit in this game. He might struggle, but I think we're going to see some growth, like a step forward in his career today, win or lose. First down and 10. They fakes the handoff again. Pressure's coming, and he's going to get wrapped up down for a loss of at least 10 yards. What's up, Ashton? So second down and long coming up with 12 minutes left in the first quarter. Armstrong, see, there you go. This defense is already making plays for you, Sam. Yeah, I agree completely. If everything just goes right, I don't think you ever really learn anything. Second down and 19. Hurts is looking, throws, hits A.J. Brown, catches it this time, and he's going to get a decent number of yards to cut that 19 and a half. Third down and much shorter. Nothing much. I'm watching the Yankees at Guardians. The Carolina Panthers are out of control. Oh, yeah. We're going to see a lot of shifts and different things happening with the Panthers in the next couple weeks as they get ready to dive straight into a rebuild. Third down and 8. 11 yards on the last catch. There can't be success without failure. Exactly. Third down and 8. Hurts loads up down the sideline, overthrows his guy, targeting A.J. Brown. So it's going to be a fourth down and 8, and they're going to come off the field. You know, I wish Diggs would tackle another body part other than the ball. I mean, everybody has flaws. Everybody has flaws. All right. Special teams on to punt. Not much happening for each of these offenses yet. Kick is up, and he's going to catch it from the 12 to the 15 to 20, and he's spun down right before he gets to the 25-yard line. This is a big story of which offense breaks out first. 10:46 left in the first. We're going to have a first commercial break. What's up, Craig? Good to see you, man. It's been a fun day of football. Your team got a big dub today as well. Looks like Bailey Zappi might be your new QB1. No, don't be sorry. It's all good. I'm still got my head high. I'm still having a good time. You can't win them all. Dominant victory. I thought the Browns were coming back for a little bit, and then Is it cold? It was cold. Like during the Chiefs game, like at around the second half, it was like freezing in here, but it's not too bad right now. No, I'm not wearing the Marcus Allen jersey. I I got it's just a honey badger right now. I do have a Justin Reed jersey in the mail coming in the next week or so. Carolina can't go deep into a rebuild if they're going to get Kellen Moore and Jackson. I mean, if that happens, then probably not. Yeah, the Bengals did take one late. Their defense held them to only field goals in the second half, and if you're scoring touchdowns and they're only putting up 3, it's easy way to play catch up. That's the sad part. As soon as Mac is ready, Zap Fever is over, so it's being reported, which could be as soon as next week. I just keep hearing things, like that they are beating around the bush about Mac Jones and things. It looks like Bailey Zappi is kind of adjusting to this offense a lot better than Mac Jones was at the beginning of the season. So it's going to be some controversy, I feel like. It's chilly, but it's not like cold. I mean, I've got a blanket on and a hoodie and everything, but I'm pulling for the Cowboys tonight. Heck yeah, Lisa. It should be a good one. Second possession of the Cowboys now. Belichick will play the best guy, guaranteed. I think there's going to be a little controversy figuring it out and everything. From the 24-yard line, they toss it, this time to Tony Pollard. He cuts inward and is able to get a couple yards on the carry. As the owner likes Max, so there's internal conflict going on, and I think Bill's trying to turn the screws to Mac because he doesn't prefer him to start with. Yeah, see, I never understand what's going on in that organization, so it's going to be fun to watch that play out. I don't think there's anything wrong with your rookie that you've got now. Second down and 7 now. Cooper Rush alone in the backfield. Pressure's coming. He's rolling right. He throws on the run, hits Tony Pollard, gets the first down, and moves the change. I'm covered in bed, and the pups are on the bed as well. So cold. City of Philadelphia is on fire. The Eagles and those Phillies. Yeah, they're quality. They are all fired up right now. Yeah, they're nothing bad. I mean, from just this season alone, like I would prefer Bailey over Mac, but as a whole, Mac does have a little bit more experience still and has a lot of room still. Both of these QBs have room to grow. So 1st and 10, Cooper Rush rolls out, hits his tight end. There's a flag on the field, gets a first down. I believe that's Dalton Schultz. No, it's Ferguson with the catch. I don't know. It's too early to tell in both of these guys' careers. Phillies Padres. Who would have thought that matchup? I don't know, man. So there's gonna be an offside penalty on Philly and an illegal block to the back, offside by Dallas, an illegal block in the back by. I got those back. Those were the two penalties. They're offsetting. I got them both mixed up twice. And so they're going to offset and they're going to replay the downs. Oof. All right, 1st and 10 from the 35 now. And they hand it off to, I believe this is Tony Pollard again, and he's going to fight his way for about 2.5 yards. Sucks to be a Nationals fan and watch all your stars play for championships elsewhere. Yeah, that's what it's like being a Reds fan too, so I understand. Half of our roster from last season was in the playoffs this season. So I get it. In the 1980s, he was watching the NFL. He was watching hearing Pat Summerall do his promo by saying "Murder, She Wrote," R.I.P. Angela Lansbury. 2nd down and 8. They hand it off this time to Zeke, and he's going to get to the 40. Not a huge gain right there. 3rd down coming up. Yeah, like I said, this is going to be whose defense gives first and whose offense can break out first, because this is two defenses that are really, really good matched up against each other. I think so too. Yeah, I know Jesse didn't play, but knowing he was there, Castillo looked really great. 3rd down and 4. Rush loads up, and it's nearly picked off, and it's going to be incomplete. 4th and 4. Suarez looked all right. Uh, I'm disappointed, but I don't follow baseball that much, so it's okay. They went toe to toe with the Astros, and I still think the Astros are the team set to win it all. Uh, Also, you got Castellanos playing for Philly, and he's had a pretty good year. What's up, Lindsay? 4th down and 4. The punt team is on, and the kick is up. Another pretty good punt. He's going to let it bounce, and it's going to bounce into the end zone. Oh yeah, they only put Suarez in Winker's trade because they wanted to get rid of his contract. But as soon as he went over to Seattle, he started playing really well. So there's a big debate there. A lot of people wanted him gone, and I still like Suarez. I think David Bell and how they managed their team didn't put him in a position for him to succeed, really. Seattle did not give up, yes, 100%. They went 14 innings on that last game against Houston. They won 1-0 in that game. I mean, they had a lot of fight in them. They're just an inexperienced playoff team. So the Dallas Cowboys got a couple extra yards on that drive, a couple first downs. So their offense is starting 18. I knew it was something crazy, man. It was a lot of innings. Yeah, it was 18 because someone in here last night said they played two games worth of baseball. But anyway, the Philly, they're going to come on for their second drive now, see if they can match that or do a little bit better. Yeah, man, I don't like David Bell. It was hard to like him for the money after hitting under 220, less than 20 home runs. Reds were smart to take that trade and set themselves up for a Castillo trade. Yeah, I mean, they go into rebuild constantly. Something weird, my fantasy football is better than the pick'ems. Mine too. I had a really, really bad week. I've only gotten 3 right so far this week. Well, 4 on the pick'ems, but 3 on picks I made with actual thoughts. Bape. All right, looks like we are back now for Philly's second drive. Forgot about Tennessee beating Bama yesterday. Yeah, a lot of people in the streams today have been talking about that. I was not home at all yesterday, so I didn't watch any TV, any sports, or anything. But yeah, I heard all about that one. 1st and 10 from the 20-yard line. And here's the Eagles' second drive. They start it on the ground. They hand it off. I think this is the first time they've handed the ball off so far. He's going to get about 2 yards on the carry. What's up, Shy? And that was Boston Scott, by the way, on the carry. I was trying to figure it out. I know they've gone through a couple different guys carrying the ball. Miles Sanders, Boston Scott. I think there was someone else as well. All right, 2nd down and 8 from the 22. They got A.J. Brown running across the screen. Hurts is looking. Pressure's coming. He throws, gets it off. That looks like that is Goddard. Now it might not be Goddard. He gets down the field past the 40, where he's eventually wrapped up. That's Stoll, another tight end for the Eagles. I appreciate that, Lisa. Great run across route, gets the ball off, able to make a play. 21 yards on the carry, or on the reception, I guess I should say. 1st and 10 now from the 44 or 43-yard line. They go back to the ground game, hands it off. This time is Sanders. He bounces off a guy. Micah Parsons just follows him all the way down to the ground. I'm about to get some PB&J sandwiches. That sounds pretty good, not gonna lie. I had some KFC for dinner. I think this is going to be a tight game, Craig. I want grilled cheese. Ooh, grilled cheese sounds pretty good. I don't think I've had one of those in a while. 2nd down and 6. Hurts is looking, quick throw. This time he hits Goddard, and it's going to be a 1st down. Blueberry jam. That's interesting. I'm about to get a Cooper rush. 5 minutes left in the 1st quarter. Trayvon Diggs is coming out. I thought they said he was coming out of the game. I was like, I don't know why. And then he fakes the handoff, throws, hits Goddard, but he just can't pull it in. I was just about to say that I grilled cheese with tomato soup, all homemade. Great cold weather food. I also picked the Eagles tonight, Lindsay. I love soup season. I'm not a big fall/winter person, but I do love soup season. Who once played for the Florida Gators. Nice. Yeah, he hit Goddard on the money. He just could not haul it in. 2nd down and 10 from the Cowboys 45. And he fakes the handoff, goes to the left side, hits Devontae Smith, and he's going to make it to the 40, where he's going to get brought down. 5-yard, maybe 6-yard gain. 3rd down and short coming up. Now here's a guy. My favorite soup is lemon rice. Somebody was just talking to me about lemon rice yesterday or the day before, and I had never even heard of that until then. 3rd down and 5 now. Driving into Cowboys territory, they hand it off, and he's only going to get about 2 yards on the carry. It looks like some of these guys. Now here's a soup that eats like a meal. Looks like this game might end up getting a little chippy. Some of these guys are exchanging some words early. That was Kenneth Gainwell on that carry. That's why I said that's what I meant about the Eagles, man. They'll just switch it up with everybody. 4th down and 3. They're gonna go for it here early in the game. And he fakes the handoff, throws it, gets it to A.J. Brown, gets the 1st down. Down near the 25-yard line, he's shoved out of bounds. It's real bold for them to go for that, but healthy back and forth. We're going to see it as long as it doesn't get, more than just that. It'll be okay, but it was really bold going for it on 4th down like that against a tough defense, but I respect it. They're at home. 1st and 10, they hand it off up the middle. This time it's Gainwell again, and he's going to get about maybe 9 yards on the carry. Good strong run right up the middle of the field. A.J. Brown, dark horse for best wideout, at least top 5. 2nd down and 1. They throw it. I think that was Quez Watkins with the catch. I'm not sure if he got it. He dove forward out of bounds. So it looks like they're marking him short. I think A.J. Brown's good. And he really wanted to play baseball in San Diego. 3rd and 1. I think it was a QB sneak. I don't know who took the snap, but they're going to get the first down. They went for it real fast. That was Hurts with the carry. 2 minutes left in the first quarter. Eagles offense is moving now. But I agree, Craig. I think A.J. Brown's really talented. I feel like as much as this trade to get him was huge, they still don't really talk about it all that much. 1st and 10 from the 16-yard line now. Hurts alone in the backfield. He keeps, but he's going to get sacked about 2 yards behind the line of scrimmage. This is for first place in the NFC Beast. You're right. Yeah, if the Cowboys win, they'll go to first place because they've got multiple division wins. I don't know how many divisional games Philadelphia's even played yet. But if the Eagles win, obviously they're going to remain in first place. 2nd down and 12 from the 18. He fakes a handoff. Pressure's coming. He evades the pressure, is rolling right. He throws down the sideline, just throws it out of bounds. He hit his head. Wait, who hit his head? I don't think Dallas's D is underrated. I just think they're more interested in the QB controversy than to talk about the defense. But I think he's related to Antonio Brown. I've never heard that, but I'd never even thought about it with the 2 last names being Brown. 3rd and 12, pressure's coming. He throws, gets it off, hits A.J. Brown, and he keeps his legs moving, gets down to the 10. I can say that I feel like they're going to go for it here because they've already – Hurts went down on his head. Okay. I don't know how I didn't see that when they pulled him down like that. Hmm. 4th and 4 from the 10-yard line. They are going to go for it. And there's going to be some flags. Somebody jumped. I just don't know which one jumped first. Not related. Okay. There's 8 seconds left in the first quarter. Okay, so A.J. Brown is not related to Antonio Brown. So they're going to call it on the defense, and I think that's going to be enough yards for a first down. Neutral zone infraction. Hollywood Brown is? Okay. He did get hurt today. I haven't seen the update status on that. Speaking of Hollywood Brown. My brother Joe's visited the city of Philadelphia twice in his lifetime. I don't think I've ever that's going to be the end of the first quarter. Tied 0-0. But Philadelphia is knocking in the red zone. I think I've been to this state, but I don't think I've ever been to Philadelphia. I knew somebody was. Hey, you were close. I don't really know all that many players other than maybe like 4 total with the last name Brown that I can think of off the top of my head. So You know better than I do. It's going to be 1st down and 5 inside the 10 when we come back from the commercial break. That was a fast quarter. We're only 40 minutes into the stream, and I started over 10 minutes before the game started. So I feel like this one's rolling a lot quicker. I know that Charles Brown. I know that both of these teams run the ball a lot, but I don't want to be robbed, so I'm never going to Philly. There was the old running back for the Browns, Jim Brown. First time he visited Philadelphia was in May 31st, 1983, and he even touched the Liberty Bell. I've been to the Mutter Museum in Philly. That's an experience. Yeah, I want to say that I've been near Philadelphia, but I've never been to Philadelphia. I'd like to probably check it out maybe once or twice. I've been to a lot of places in DC, but I don't think I've ever been in Philadelphia. It was also on the same day that the NBA Finals took place in Philadelphia. Is that a museum about Rammstein's third album? Also, if you want to pee off New Yorkers. Antonio would be good fit with Ravens, says cousin Hollywood Brown. He said, LL was reading. Did you read with your keyboard? I'm just playing. But that makes sense. I mean, I would have never thought that, like I said. All you gotta say is, hey, I'm walking here. It's a museum of medical science abnormality. Super interesting and very weird. Nice. Okay, 15 minutes left in the second half. We're going to be 1st and goal for the Eagles after the encroachment penalty. I'd like to go to Pittsburgh for a Pimani Brothers sandwich and Philly to Geno's for a cheesesteak. That's fair. 1st and goal from the 5. They got a guy in motion, and he hands it off up the middle to Miles Sanders, and he's going to plow his way into the end zone for a touchdown. The Eagles strike first play of the second half, or second quarter. Good strong run up the middle. Philly staying true to themselves that they are a running football team. So there are no explosions or songs about hermaphrodites. It doesn't seem to be so, Dave. Kick is up, and it's going to be straight down the middle. Eagles 7, Dallas 0, 14:55 left in the second. The second time he visited Philadelphia was in May 1998. In fact, he stayed with the real star of The Masked Singer, Janet, for a sleepover at downtown Philadelphia. That's pretty sweet. Second half. Geez, I know it's been a long day, but 2 quarters by. I didn't mean to say second half. It did. This game's going by so fast. This whole day has went by so fast, really. I've been on the couch all day long watching football, and I feel like this day's just flown by. Rammstein rules. I don't think I want to go to a museum that doesn't have Rammstein in it. That's fair. I'd go to a museum if it was like dedicated to them. Check it out. Also, want to say thank you to you guys again. We did cross the 1,600 subscriber mark during the 1 o'clock game today, and I just wanted to tell you guys how appreciative me and Dad both are. Can't say it enough. You guys are awesome. We haven't done any kind of giveaway in a while, so we might have to do one soon. Joey never sleeps at a city. So what does he do when he's in the city? Does he just leave the city to sleep? Yeah, 1,600. That's crazy. It doesn't sound like very many, but to me, it sounds like a million. Like, it's crazy. Most recently slept right next to Disney Hollywood Studios. That's pretty cool. You'll get plenty of inspiration for Rammstein songs. 2K sounds like a good idea. 2K sounds like a video game. Doesn't sound real. All right, time for the Cowboys to clap back, strike back, try to get some points on the board. So this game, the way that Philly is able to run the ball, I know they're not running the ball incredibly hard, but they're still able to move the chains. They need to get some points on the board, or this game could slip away from them. All right, 14:55. The kickoff is up, and it's going to be a touchback. So Cooper Rush going to start at the 25-yard line. Loves being with Mindy at Disney Hollywood Studios. Very nice. They're showing a little history lesson over Cooper Rush's story getting into the NFL. First down and 10. Rush is looking, throws down the field. It's batted up in the air, and it's going to be picked off for Cooper Rush's first interception this year. The ball went straight up in the air, and it was up for grabs. I think this might be his first career touchdown at all. I don't think Cooper Rush has ever turned over the ball until this moment. My Dolphins got another beat down. I got a little bit of a beat down myself today. Dolphins, they're showing a lot of fight for the way the cards are not being dealt their way recently. The Jets, listen, my dad was not impressed when the Jets put up 40 on the Eagles. But listen, they may not be great, but they're doing something correct. That's it. Bring Dak back. Dak's probably like in the inside. He's like, oh no, that's terrible. But on the inside, he's like, first down and 10. They started off on the ground with Miles Sanders, and he's going to get a big chunk, close to 9 yards on the carry. Yeah, that's crazy. First career interception. We watched him win so many games this year and not turn the ball over. Jets running backs are putting in work. Yeah, Breece Hall and Michael Carter. Is that his name? It looks like a guy on the Cowboys is I'm assuming he's hurting. He's not standing up, he's just sitting there. I can't tell what is hurting. Somewhere on his knees or his legs. So they're going to take a injury timeout here. Rush throws one interception. Bring back Dak and fire McCarthy. I think that's a little dramatic. Dak's like, put me in, coach. I'm ready. I'm not suited up, but I'm ready. They were like, we're not going to put Dak Prescott on the IR because, you know, he's going to be back within 4 weeks. And this is the fourth week. They might as well have just put him on the IR. I got my sandwich. Heck yeah. Has to be drama in Dallas. Oh, Jerry Jones is like, haha, this is going to help the controversy. Second down and 1. They hand it off again. This time, I thought they were going to bring him down, but he bounces back out of it and is able to get the first down. This game, because of that turnover, could get ugly. I'm not saying that there is no way that Dallas comes back from this, because there's still pretty much 3/4 of football left. So, but Philly's going to wear down this Dallas defense if they're going to be able to run the ball so much on them. First down and 10, they hand it off, and Miles Sanders spins out of the first tackle, and he's able to get 9 yards on the carry. No, I think the IR is only a 4-week minimum. So he would be available to come back as of next week. This is week 6. He went out in week 1, so he would have been able to come back this week if it were the IR. Yeah, this run game is going to carry Philadelphia as long as they're able to continuously, not just today, just over the season. Second down and 2, and they go straight back to the run game. They hand it off. That looks like Boston Scott. He's going to come real close to a first down. I don't know if they'll give it to him. Have a good one, Lisa and Joey. Eagles near the top of every team stat. Other than passing touchdowns, yes, 100%. But that's just because they're such a run-heavy team. All right, first down and 10 from the 22-yard line, creeping up on the red zone again. They hand it off to Boston Scott. He's going to get the edge, and he's going to get hit after a gain of about 8 yards when Lawrence runs his mouth. Yeah. I didn't realize that Brian Dable was a play caller for Alabama in 2017. I knew he was in college for a little bit, but I didn't realize he was in Alabama. Second down inside the red zone, inside the 15 from the 14-yard line. They hand it off again. And this time, Dallas isn't going to let him get anything on that. Micah Parsons gets the stop. All right, third down coming up. They've run the ball every play since the turnover. Let's see if they go to the air or they continue to pound the rock. Third down and 3. They had A.J. Brown running back and forth. And he fakes the handoff, throws it, gets it to A.J. Brown. He's going to cut in and get into the end zone again for another touchdown. Philly's going up 13-0, waiting for the extra point. What a play, man. Eagles fans, they are fired up right now. It's getting loud in there. They're happy. 10:40 left in the first half. I honestly thought he was just going to – it looked like he was just going to hand it off anyway. But he pulls out, gets it to A.J. Brown. He fights through the first guy and pretty much walks in after that. And the extra point is up, and it is going to be good. 14-0, Dallas trails Philly. All because of that interception that just sent the ball straight up in the air. That's just tough, man. Good defense to defend the play, but then the ball, you lose sight of it. It goes straight up in the air, and it's anybody's up for grabs. Philly has been waiting to do this, yes. I think they said that Philly's won their last 9 regular season games dating back to obviously last season, or 8 maybe, I don't know. So they're on a hot streak coming off of last year, outside of the playoffs, of course. Nick Sirianni's doing a good job with this team. finding new ways to move the football, building the defense up there. I feel like they drafted really well in terms of defense. Obviously, adding A.J. Brown to the mix as well. We got a good one. I'm ready to see Dallas's offense come to life here. You know, the interception really slows down your momentum, and especially coming off of Philly scoring their first touchdown. But I feel like they still got a lot of fight in them. This team isn't going to roll over. They've proved that they can battle through adversity all season long so far. I really thought that Chiefs and Bills game was going to somehow go into overtime. And so when that game had ended, I was like, man, I got to get ready. I got to jump straight into this stream. But then I was like, it said I had like 35 or 45 minutes. And I was like, I don't know what to do with myself for that long. Yeah, you know, I've been sitting here all day, back-to-back football nonstop. But see if Rush can be that guy in a rivalry game. I mean, he didn't look bad against the Giants. I don't remember his exact stats in that game, but I will look it up. And the Giants, you know, it was a lot easier for the Cowboys offense because they spent a lot of time on the field. They got an incredible number of pressures. The Giants O-line was horrible in that game. Let's go to their schedule. The Giants, they only put up 23 in that game. Cooper Rush was 21 for 31, 215 yards and a touchdown. Tony Pollard had 105 yards in that game, and Zeke had 73 yards and a touchdown. Sorry, working cattle, couldn't watch it. The Bills won. The final score was 20-24, I want to say. I think it was 24 points. This is a pretty good football game, not going to lie. First down and 10 from the 25. They hand it off to Zeke on this first drive, or first play of the drive. He's only going to get about 1.5 yards. Second down coming up. Could have watched the Yanks and Guardians. Like I said, I totally forgot that was on right now. I don't know how, but it just slipped. Yeah, it was a good game. 24-20. I knew it was something like that. Second down and 9. Cooper Rush has time, and he just kind of overthrows his guy. He's targeting that backup tight end. I cannot remember his name. Like, it was a shorter name. So third down and 9 coming up for the Cowboys. 9:58 left in the second half. This crowd's getting loud again. Philly has absolutely dominated the time of possession so far in this game. These bots have been crazy. He throws it. He hits CeeDee Lamb. He's going to fight for it, but he's going to be, well, the football crossed the line, but I believe he was probably just short of the first down. It looks like they're going to mark him a little short. I see the Cowboys going for this here. They're doing better than an ESPN analyst. Carlton, I appreciate that, man. What's up, Daniel? Fourth down and inches. They roll right, play action. Cooper Rush is looking, throws, hits his guy, and it's going to be broken up. No good. Turnover on downs. I don't know why they threw the ball right there. That was not. I understand trying to roll play action, but at that point, he should have just kept it, man. The bots have been wild today. What's up, Daniel? It's nice to see you, man. Yeah, I didn't like that play call. That was a little questionable. But, man, the Eagles are in great field position again. They're going to try to put this game away real early. Everybody going for it this year on fourth down. It's a lead-wide thing. And I don't have problems with going for it on fourth down. I never have a problem with that, especially fourth and inches. But why would you try to throw the ball downfield? Like, I know you're trying to catch him off guard, but they looked very prepared for that. Give me the mail order bride links. I'll send them your way, Dave. Yeah, exactly. Why would you not run? It baffles me. Is it Thanksgiving or something? Maybe. Yeah. If the Cowboys somehow get back into this game and it comes down to, one score or something, they're going to come back and talk about how they went for that with that field position and that play call. Sorry about the Chiefs. I actually like KC. Mahomes was so. I thought it was a good game. Both defenses played really great. We struggled losing a bunch of guys going into it. We had Willie Gay on suspension. That last throw that he made, that interception, was a little sus. I'm not sure what happened there. I think he might have thought he had a free play. Usually, a lot of his interceptions that people always talk about him throwing interceptions that don't count is when it's a free play and he takes a shot. So maybe he thought that's what happened. I don't know. It was a good game, though. Bills are a great football team. No hard feelings. With no feeling for the moment or game time strategy, half of the games, I see it in our just absurdly called bad. I agree. I mean, I like mean Russians and South Asians that already have a family. He channeled Matt Stafford. And that was it did look a little Matt Stafford like. Just like the Raiders and KC last week with that 2-point conversion that failed. I don't understand some of the 2-point conversions this year. A lot of people going for it on 2, and I don't see the need. All right, so first down and 10, excellent field position for Philly on the Cowboys 34. And he fakes the handoff. I really thought they were just going to go to the ground here. Hurts being chased down. He just throws it away. I think Patrick was trying to gain the rookie's confidence, throw into him in a big game. I mean, he did get one. Okay, so now that they're showing the replay of Lamb, I think he might have gotten that first down where they showed slow-mo. But anyway, I do think it's part of that, and I think it's just like, everybody has moments of weakness where you let things slip and you make a bad decision. Josh Allen does it. Patrick Mahomes does it. All great quarterbacks do it every now and then. Just so much bad play calling. This whole season, that's just been a very big theme. Second down and 10. This time they go back to the ground. Give it to Miles Sanders. He's able to get the edge and get a couple yards out of it. I wonder if Justin Fields is Jalen Hurts in 2 years. I think Jalen Hurts might be progressing quicker in his career if I just feel like some of the play designs and play calls that they make don't really benefit how his play style anyway. And so they're just trying to make it the play style they want to run and not the one that he's good at running. So also the offensive line is just horrible. Third down and 6 for the Eagles. And they're going to go. Oh, he fakes the handoff and he takes off running. He loses it, but he flicks it to Quez Watkins. It's going to be a loss for about 6 or 7 yards. Fourth down coming up. But I think there's a lot of issues with the team, not him so much, that needs to be fixed. But I've seen growth out of him. I've always liked Hurts, but they do seem very similar. So I can see what you mean there. All right, so they're going to be attempting a 51-yard field goal attempt. This is a win for Dallas to get the stop after the turnover on downs. The kick is going to be good from 58. So Philly is going to take a 17-0 lead, 17-0. Fancy seeing you here. What's up, Peyton? Fields gets traded to Seattle, not staying in Chicago. Can't trust Chicago to put any pieces around him or an offensive line. With the way Geno Smith is playing, you're right, but I don't know if they're going to decide to keep Geno Smith long term. Refs are really taking some major liberties this year. Yeah, there was some bad calls on the Chiefs, and there were some bad calls on the Bills as well, like both. And it's been just an ongoing trend of bad calls all season. Now, some of them weren't very game-changing. There was a couple questionable ones, a couple missed calls. I don't know that the outcome of the game was going to have changed that much. So, I'm not going to throw like a fit about it, but I don't know. Oh, no way, they would, but you could get another year at least out of them. I think so, too. Peyton says, hey, Mom, I was putting time out earlier. Yeah, but guess who? Geno, like 30, he's not playing that much longer. I think Geno is just out there having fun right now, man. I don't even think he has expected to be a starter. He's just playing because he likes to play and he's having fun, and I kind of just respect the heck out of that. Like, I could see Geno playing another year, maybe if Seattle gives him a chance. And if they find their guy in between, the end of this season and the end of next season, they move on. I'm sure he's gonna stay getting a backup. When did I get a sibling? I don't know. I don't have another child, so. Shelby put Peyton in timeout on the last game. I don't have any more children, Nathan, so I don't know. All right, so Philadelphia kickoff. We're getting ready for now. That was actually so funny, though. Like, even my dad caught it. And normally I feel like he doesn't see, like, the little interactions like that. They're going to return it from the edge of the end zone again. He's going to bring it back. He's not going to make it to the 20. But I was like, who put him in timeout? And it says Shelby. And I was like, that's hilarious, man. I was like, I have mods for bots and stuff, but every now and then, if someone needs to be put in timeout, that's okay. But I did not expect her to do that, and I was like, that is hilarious. There's gonna be a flag on the return. She just called you out too. I didn't do it. So it's going to be a personal foul on Dallas, and it's going to be half the distance to the goal. So that means they're going to start, I don't know, around the 9-yard line probably. Yeah, they're just showing the crowd. I can't see where the placement is exactly. 7:48 left in the first half from about the 9-yard line. They are going to hand it off up the middle, and he's going to get about a yard. Now it's Tony Pollard on the carry. Oh, yeah, you said 2 interceptions, and I was like, I remember the last one, but I was trying to remember the other one. But I remember now. They both had turnovers in the first quarter. Second and 9 from the 10-yard line now. They hand it off to Pollard. He's going to get a hole, and he's going to bounce off a guy, and he's going to get all the way to the 25-yard line. Big run for the Cowboys. I think she's playing The Sims. Cowgirls need to do something. That's a good start right there. Getting a big, strong run with Tony Pollard. 1st and 10 from the 25. 6:40 left in the half. Looks like it's Zeke lined up in the backfield. Quick pass to Pollard, and he's able to get back to the line. And that was Darius Slay who made the stop. That dude has had a monster season so far. I think she plays The Sims every Sunday. Six minutes left in the half. 2nd down and 10. The clock is rolling. They hand it off. I think it was Zeke. No, that was Tony Pollard. He's only able to get about a yard. 3rd down and long coming up. They want to stick to their run game so bad, but there comes a point where you're not going to be able to run the ball anymore unless you just give up or you're hoping for the best. 3rd down and 9. Rush is looking. He steps up in the pocket. He throws, and it's going to be picked off again. And he's going to go down about the 47, 48-yard line. Back-to-back interceptions for Cooper Rush. This defense, this Eagles team did not come to mess around today. Looks like he was targeting Michael Gallup, and he just jumped his route. That big play Slay. What can you say? Dak was praying for this game. That's what I was saying after the first one, but now it's just like he's like, Coach, can I go put a uniform on now? Cowboys need to slow things down. I did say they need to kind of get away from the run game a little bit, but they don't need to be doing that. Yeah, this easily can get out of hand. I mean, they're already starting in Cowboys territory on this next drive. I'm sure the Eagles are going to play the run game as much as possible just to continuously kill the clock. This might be a really quick game if it keeps trending like this, though. Cowboys fans hoping for a turnover or a big stop, preferably before field goal range. Going down 20, at least 20 before the half is not gonna be a good one to come back from. This is gonna be a real big test for Cooper Rush in the second half, though, if he's able to, run a more up-tempo offense, move the ball down the field, score points. Eagles are this much better than the second best team in the NFC. Are the Cowboys ranked right now second best team in the NFC? I didn't look at the power rankings this week or even the statistics. I've had a pretty busy week, but that's pretty crazy if so. We have to keep in mind this is a divisional matchup, though. This is not saying that the Cowboys are bad. So, with all the games being played today, it looks like the Vikings are rated higher. And the Giants. But that's because, like I said, they played games today. If you take those games away, it's going to be close tie with the Vikings right now. I got two great motivational alerts. First down and 10, throws, hits Devontae Smith, and he's going to get a first down. Dak knows he no longer has a starting spot. No, I think back-to-back interceptions is now making Cowboys fans turn on Cooper Rush and wanting Dak to come back as soon as possible. First and 10 from the 35. He fakes a handoff, throws, hits Devontae Smith again. Is going to get 8 hours. Who ordered the absolute chaos for this weekend? What's up, Ben? I don't even know, man. It's been crazy. He went and gave the ball to Meek Mill. I saw that Meek Mill was there. I didn't realize that he had just given the ball to him, but that's funny. All right, second down and 2, just outside the 25. He hands it off to Miles Sanders, and he's not going to make it back to the line of scrimmage. Cowboys get a stop right there. Third down coming up. Eagles, they do have a strong up front right there. That's been a big key to them being able to successfully run the ball, which has been 75% of the reason they've been so successful this year. Offensive line is probably the most important position in football, if we're being honest. Third down and 2. Looks like they were just trying to get him to jump right there. They finally snapped the ball. He hands it off to Sanders. He's going to get a first down all the way to the 20-yard line. They always say time changes things, but you have to actually change them yourself. You know, that makes sense when you say it like that. All right, first and 10 from the 20. He throws, targeting Dallas Goedert. It looks like Vander Esch in coverage, and it's going to be incomplete. Second down and 10 coming up. Meek Mill is playing a hell of a game. You right. Oh, yeah, the Eagles wanted a foul on that play. Second down and 10, they hand it off again, this time to Boston Scott, and he's going to go down for a loss of 5 yards. Third down long coming up. Vander Esch is a tough guy, dude. He's been on the Cowboys for a little while now. And, man, he plays hard football. The Eagles wanted a foul. I get it. Oh, yeah, I get it. I'm just kind of like accepting everything that comes and does not come from the referee anymore. Now there is going to be a flag. It's going to be a false start on the offense. So they're going to move back 5 more. That's the 3rd and 18 now. Cowboys wanted him gone? Really? Matt Ryan had a huge day today. He threw the ball like 60 times. But they did come back and get the win over their division rival. All right, third down and 18 now from the 28-yard line. Hurts is alone in the backfield. And it's going to be the 2-minute warning. Was that a Colts record of some sort? Or was it an actual, a whole league record? I haven't got a chance to go back and check, everything out about that game. They let him hit the free agency, but no one would sign him. That's crazy, man. I'm surprised no one tried to go after him either. All it takes for Matty Ice to play to his potential is if all the other running backs go down. I mean, they didn't have the Nyheim Hines or Jonathan Taylor against the Broncos, but they did get the dub. That's crazy. The league record is 70-something by Drew Bledsoe. That's crazy. Well, that's at least 2 franchise records that I know of set today. They were just lucky it was an Indy. Anything outside of Indy Colts suck. Passed Dan Marino for most passing yards. That's crazy too. That's crazy that Peyton didn't have that one by a mile. Yeah, with the offensive lines he always had. Andrew Luck too, man. I agree. What is it? It was 58, right? I know I probably already asked that. I don't know if I asked that, but I think it was 58. He's now 7th all time in passing yards. How many yards until he gets to 6th? And the receivers. Right. But I guess, with no offensive line, you can throw the ball a bunch of times, but sometimes you don't even get time to do that. Let's go, boys. What's up, Julius? Yeah, the boys need to get a good stop here. They don't need to go down more before the half. They need to get a stop, get a couple points, go into the half, and change their game plan up if the boys if they want a good chance in this game. Now, there's a lot of football left. I'm not ruling this game over until it is over because we saw a lot of comebacks. We saw a lot of I'm a man. This feels like a typical Eagles Cowboys game, to be honest. It does. But I still feel like Cowboys are going to make this a game somehow. And if we're at the end of the third quarter and it's like 40-3 or something, then maybe I'm just wrong. But they're down at 18. Hurts keeps, and it looked like he was galloping. I'm not going to lie, like a horse. And he makes it all the way to the 15. This is going to be 4th down and 5. Now, there a minute 51 left of the half. The clock stops, so Dallas is going to burn their first time out. Are they going to go for it, or are they going to kick the field goal? Like, this is an interesting choice as well. Who looked more retired today, Brady or Rodgers? I have not gotten the pleasure to sit down and watch the highlights of the Steelers and Bucks game yet, so I don't know. And I did not hear any good things out of the Packers and Jets game on the Packers side, so I don't know yet. Holy Seattle, though. All 3 New York teams won for the second week in a row. When is the last time that all 3 New York teams won 2 weeks in a row? I know it was like since like 2015 or something, since they all won in the same day or same week. When is it when they have done it 2 weeks in a row? Brady by far. Yeah, I haven't checked out either of like the highlights of that game because I was streaming the Baltimore Giants game. And there wasn't a lot of highlight plays out of either of them, so I didn't really see much. Matt Ryan has 61.5. Rivers has 63 something in the 6. That's attainable. Probably never. Okay, I was just curious. So they are going to take the field goal or at least attempt a field goal. It's going to be a 34-yard field goal. With 151 left in the half, the kick is up and it is good. Philly takes a 20-0 lead with a minute 47. Dallas has 2 timeouts. Highlights. Yeah. That's what I'm saying. I didn't see much of anything, so I'm assuming both of them were not good. Every time I saw a score change for the Bucks, it was a field goal, and every time I saw a score change for the Packers, it was the Jets scoring a touchdown. So, I don't know. Trick question. The Packers O-line looked the most retired. The wild thing, Philly has a top 5 pick in the next draft. Whose pick is it? I'm trying to remember. Is it Miami's? No, I don't remember. Wait, how do we know it's a top 5 pick? It's got to be one of the bad teams then. Eagles look great in every facet of their game. I agree, man. Like, they have shown moments of weakness over the season, but they haven't looked they haven't looked like they can be stopped yet. So neither Brady nor Rodgers. It is the Packers O-line. A commercial for folding. Packers D should be in their next spokespeople. Titans or Colts. Do they still have draft picks for the Wentz trade? I know they traded with Tennessee, but I wasn't sure. Bears, the gift that keeps giving. It's either way, they're gonna have a relatively high first round pick. If that is true. I just can't believe how fast this game's actually going by. Isn't the Eagles pick one of the Fields picks? Peyton Manning is third all time with 71,940. Well, he's going to need at least probably 2 years to get that one. But I'm not saying that one is not unattainable. Mike Trout is at this game representing Philly. I think it's the Colts pick for the Wentz trade. Man, the Colts really messed up with that trade. Kickoff is up, and he's going to return it from deep in the end zone. He's at the 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. He crossed the 50, and he made it all the way down to the Eagles' 40, and he is fired up. I think that is a rookie receiver. That is what the Cowboys needed to get back into this game. He was deep in the end zone, about 4 or 5 yards deep in the end zone, returned it all the way to the Eagles' 40, man. If your offense and defense can't do it, leave it to special teams. He bounced off one of his own guys in that. What a play, man. Time for a pick. I'd like them to make this somewhat of a game. First down and 10, throws, targeting CeeDee Lamb. It looks like it was a little out of his reach, bounced off of his hand. The Saints' first round pick. Wait, why does the Eagles have the Saints' first round pick? I don't know. Second down and 10 from the Eagles 41. Cooper Rush looking, throws. This time he hits his guy. It's going to be a first down. Cooper Rush 100% is a mix of Carson Wentz and Andy Dalton. First down and 10 from the 30. Throws. This time he hits Michael Gallup for 9 yards. Second down short coming up. There's a minute left. They still got 2 timeouts. Go Eagles. What's up, Kylie? Second down, 1 from the 21. Rush is looking, steps up, throws deep down the sideline, and overthrows Gallup by a good bit right there. Third down and 1 coming up. Stops the clock at 49 seconds. See, they want to run the ball, but they don't have time. Hey, Kylie, I appreciate that. Thank you so much. We do many live streams throughout the week, so you're more than welcome to come join the conversation anytime. I forgot that the Eagles have James Bradbury. I mean, I saw him earlier, and I did not even think about it. It didn't click. Third and 1, they hand it off to Zeke, and he stumbles forward and gets down just before the 10-yard line. And the clock is stopped. Okay, so Dallas is going to use their second timeout here. I forgot what I was talking about. They're talking about Dak Prescott's thumb injury now. I just feel like they're going to want to rush to get him back, and I get it, but I don't think you should rush anybody's injuries, man, especially like if you're paying them that much money. Because what if he comes out the next game, his hand gets hit, and he's done again? First down and 10 from the 12-yard line, so they're still able to get a first down here. They've only got 44 seconds left and one timeout, so they have to choose wisely how they call their plays. Rush looking, throws into the end zone, and he hits his guy, and they're going to call that a touchdown. One-handed grab by Brown. Yo! I did not think he got that in, man. He goes up the left sideline. He reaches up with one hand, bobbles it. That is close. I don't think that's a touchdown, man. That's real close. I mean, it's a heck of a catch. I'm not discrediting that, but Eagles get number 18, 101, 237, 2023 first round pick, 2024 second round pick. Saints get 16, 19, 194 Falcons. I think he's out. Yeah, I think he's out just because he had to move the hand a little bit. They traded it for Philly to get Chris Olave. Okay. See, I was a little skeptical, but then they raised their hands and said touchdown, so I was like, I don't know. I think they're going to overturn that one. I mean, it was a heck of a catch, but I don't know. Ref's just trying to keep it a game. Yeah, they're going to review that. There's no way. I thought the Bears gave up more than they did to get Fields. I don't know. He said, "Oob, no way, it's a cat." I don't think so either. I think this one's getting overturned. Bears traded with the Giants for Fields. Man, so much has happened that I just completely... Oh, out of bounds. Okay. I read that as oob. They gave too much for Mac. Then Gruden squandered that. So much happens that I just kind of forget. Bears traded with Giants. It wasn't like super bad. Okay. Oob. Oob. Papa ate too many hot tamales. Can't believe the Bucs' biggest competitor for their division leader are the Falcons. Let's go. Falcons to win the division. Who thought we'd be even considering that one? None of you. Not even Falcons fans. Trades are hard to remember, especially when it's draft picks. Yeah. And it's been so long. Like, so much has happened since then. Mariota for MVP. Well, I don't think Mariota, no. He did hit the pylon, though. I don't think so. Refs forgot how back pylons work for a second. All right, second down and 10. They're ruling that incomplete. I think they just saw the pylon and was like, yeah, he had a foot down at some point. He had at least one. Cooper Rush looking. It's going to get batted down at the line. Incomplete. Atlanta can be awesome, just not next week. Oh, yeah, Atlanta's got Cincinnati at home next week. That's going to be a tough road game for Cincinnati, just based on the way they're playing. But I think this Bengals secondary might have their way with Mariota a little bit. And a deceptive defense. Yes, absolutely. It'll be a fun game to watch, though. 3rd down and 10 from the 12-yard line. 38 seconds left in the half. Rush is looking, throws, loads up deep, nearly intercepted, and it's batted up by Bradbury and incomplete. 4th and 10. It looks like they're going to have to settle for 3 here. Mobile quarterbacks are hard, but you're used to playing against mobile quarterbacks and like Lamar Jackson, so I don't know. I don't think that was going to get intercepted, but he definitely prevented the touchdown with that batting that ball. Who's an early front runner for Coach of the Year? Honestly, I feel like Sirianni is the earliest, getting those votes right now, in my opinion. And Brian Dable. Brian Dable and Nick Sirianni. 30-yard field goal attempt is up, and it is good. The Cowboys are on the board. I need CD here for fantasy. These Eagles are sure getting their hands on Cooper's balls off a lot. No homo. It doesn't look like anybody truly gets used to playing Lamar. I mean, that's true too. Yeah, Daboll for sure. But Sirianni, Matt Rule. The Eagles front office for firing Matt Rule. Yeah, and I as much as I'm on about the Jets, I feel like Robert Saleh is fair to be discussed as long as they don't collapse and just, fall off completely. Saleh's right there with them. All right, there's 29 seconds left. Philly still has 2 timeouts, so they might try to make something out of nothing. Kickoff's up, and it's going to be a touchback. Yeah, Robert Saleh. The Jets and Giants are taking advantage of the Packers being really crappy, but the Jets did put up 40 on Miami. Jacksonville, I want to say yes, but they have slumped back a little bit. So if they bounce back and continue to go forward, especially if they take the division, I feel like he's close right there as well. They will fall back to earth. Yeah, see, I was going to say, things are going to bounce themselves back out, and it's just who stays on top after that. 1st down and 10 from the 25. And they go straight to the run game, hand it off to Kenneth Gainwell. And they're going to get 4 yards right there. Still having a hard time taking the Giants seriously. Keep waiting for the wheels to blow off. Yeah, with all the injuries and stuff that they've had pile up on them, I don't even know. So they just ran the ball. They're going to let the clock run out and take this straight to halftime, which I understand. I think Philly gets the ball after the half. Frick the Eagles. Wow, Dallas way to show up. Yeah, I am sold on Daboll's coaching and being good for, Daniel Jones and things like that. But this team as a whole, I don't know if they're good enough to keep it all the way through the season. Because I don't want to discredit him. He's done fantastic, but I do want to kind of, I don't know. Dallas has been, I don't even want to say Dallas has been disappointing because this Eagles team is very good. And so I'm back and forth on that a little bit. Peyton says, frick the Eagles. I don't know why that's so funny. Frick Halloween ends. I saw a meme right before this game, and it was like talking about, what's her name? The lady in the movies. I'm just so bad with names. Jamie Lee Curtis. Okay, Jamie Lee Curtis. Yeah, I was like, Jamie Lee Curtis and Halloween ends again in 2044 or something like that, and like her head or like her face is like all just wrinkled and because she's just aged, obviously. And I was like, that's pretty funny. She says this is her last one, but we don't know, man. Yes, Laurie Stroud. McCarthy has Dallas 4-1 with his backup QB. I'm not gonna say this Dallas team is bad by any means. I got like 200 videos recommended for reviews of Halloween. I feel like I've heard her say that 20 years ago. I mean, you probably did. I feel like 20 years ago was probably a lot less believable than it is now, though, to be fair. I did not see this movie. I've heard a lot of people say that movie is bad, but I've also heard people who, like that kind of stuff and like especially like into the Halloween series saying that it's not that bad and people are just assuming that it's bad. So is Molly Crew, Dave. Seriously. Yo, Falcons chugging beers in the locker rooms. Legendary. Yeah, I didn't see I saw your Kiss one, but I didn't see your Motley Crue one. I was like, we went to at least one of the Motley Crue farewell tours. And they've done two since. That's what I'm saying. A lot of people say that and then change their mind. Just like Elton John's 3 decades of retirement tours. That's funny. Is H2O the one with busting lines? Money talks. That's a fact. Did Kiss announce their next tour at the end of their farewell show? That just sounds accurate. Tom Brady's retirement. I believe part of me believes the next one that we get will be real, unless something crazy happens. But I don't believe nothing until they don't come back. I saw Ozzy No More Tours tour in 1989. I saw Ozzy in like 2016, so that's fair. But I don't think it was I don't remember if it was a tour or just a festival. Sauce and cheese do go together. Busta beat Myers in a karate fight. Freddy versus Jason is the ultimate. I think it was one of you guys, probably Dave, I think, that said that they can't end Halloween until they do Michael Myers like 3000 like in space or futuristic stuff. The Giants are not better than the Chiefs. The Giants are just have a better record than the Chiefs. I saw Ozzy with the original Black Sabbath lineup the best time. See, I always wanted to see a Black Sabbath. Everyone's like, they would rather see Ozzy, but I always wanted to see Black Sabbath. I saw Ozzy. It was at Louder Than Life in Louisville, Kentucky, and I had 1 free tickets. Michael Myers in space fighting aliens. I mean, I don't know why Michael Myers would fight the aliens. He'd probably join the aliens in fighting the humans, like bring them back from space. Jason versus Predator versus Alien versus Michael. Yeah, I don't know why. I like solo Ozzy, of course, but I think I liked Sabbath better. Ozzy on his own does good with his original hits, but when he plays new songs, sounds like Ozzy karaoke. I saw Black Sabbath back in 1980. I did not know that you've seen Black Sabbath. That's super sick. What's up, TJ? That's insane. That's awesome. They're cutting him? I knew that they kicked him out of the game, but I didn't know they were just going to flat out cut him. They should have just tried to trade him. Put a Bills hat on? No. No. Kyle Murray is a sucker. Oh, well, we all knew that. Actually, the Arizona Cardinals are suckers for giving in to him and giving him all that money. Wow, they're just going to straight up cut him. Like, I feel like they should have tried to get something out of him. Somebody will sign up Robbie Anderson based on just memories of better seasons. That's true. Jason versus Michael versus Freddy versus Pinhead versus Predator versus Alien versus Terminator versus RoboCop in space. Listen, I'm not saying that would be one of the funnest movies ever, but it probably would be. I saw Sabbath back in the late 80s with Ronnie James Dio on vocals. That's pretty sweet. Pinhead wins. Did you watch the new a Battle Royale? Yes, of all of them. I have not watched the new Halloween movie. I don't own anything with the Jags on it. I do own Bill's things, but I do not own anything with the Jags on it. I'd be surprised if he's still there by Thursday. Oh, okay. Can you stream with a costume on October 31st, Monday? I don't do Halloween, man. So, I'll put on a jersey or something of a team that I don't care for Halloween. How about that? I'll put a Bills jersey on. Maybe. I would never buy a Titans hat, let's be honest. I'll probably end up with a Titans jersey just so I have one of every jersey, but I'll never buy a Titans hat. Actually, I do have a classic. I have the Priest Holmes. Well, it's not classic, but it's an older jersey. Kyler jersey's a waste of money. But on the 31st on Monday is the Bengals versus Cleveland game. So that's the most Halloween thing about me. And so I'll probably just wear a Bengals jersey. I thought you wanted to dress as a Chargers fan. I mean, mythical creatures are cool Halloween costumes. So that's not a bad idea. For such an amazing cosmic hunter, the Predator sure does get defeated every time something knows they're fighting it. If I had those jerseys, I would at least showcase them. Wear all orange. Listen, I don't like Halloween. Like, I'm just being straightforward, so I'm not gonna go all out for Halloween. Just leave the room for like 3 minutes. I'm off Thursday, Friday, and Monday. Nice. Dress as a pumpkin. Isn't that like wearing a Browns jersey? Is dressing like a pumpkin. Or I guess a orange Bengals jersey. That's close enough. Cooper Rush got exposed. I mean, Cooper Rush is still a backup QB at the end of the day. Also works as a Rams fan. That's true. I don't think I could ever wear a Broncos jersey. I'm going to be a black bear. Even if it was a Peyton Manning Broncos jersey, I do not think I can. There's some teams I will own jerseys for, but I could never put on me. Like, DJ, that's the game plan, but realistically, we know how these things go, and something dumb's probably going to happen to keep that close. So I don't know. I picked the Chargers to win, but I don't trust it. What if it was a Russell Wilson jersey? There's so many better players that have played for the Broncos than Russell Wilson. Yeah, I feel like tomorrow's going to be stupid close for no reason. The Browns are bad, but they look better than the Broncos. Let's ride. I don't know. Tomorrow's game's going to be dumb for no reason. I've owned a Manning Broncos jersey. I always planned on buying one. I just never did it. Because it's not easy to just buy a Broncos jersey. Wait. So if I get with my Broncos friend, she will ride. Oh, you don't want that, Nathan. There are no better players that have played for the Broncos than Russell Wilson. It's spicy. I buy lots of candy and then I remember we don't do Halloween down here. Oops. Well, what kind of this time of year, what kind of holidays do you celebrate there, Ben? I'd take Bubby Brister over the Russell Wilson. I would take a couple. Like Seattle Russ is one thing. Broncos Russ is not the same person. But also he went from Pete Carroll to Nathaniel Hackett as a head coach as well. It looks like we are nearing the start of the third quarter. Lame Denver Russell is the best. Get this swapped up. He's going to start with the football. This is the largest deficit of the season for the Broncos, and also Cooper Rush has a 1.0 passer rating right now. Amy turned off the game. Edward Scissorhands. That's a good choice, man. Just Christmas? So the second half of the year, that's your only holiday? Do you do anything similar to like any of them? Or just Christmas? All right, kickoff's up. It's going to be a touchback. The Eagles are going to start at the 25-yard line. Russ made the best meme in history. Russ is just corny, man. Tim Tebow at the moment better than Russ Wilson. I'm not sorry that you broke your arm. Oh, man. All right, 1st and 10 from the 25. He fakes the handoff, rolls right, throws, hits Goddard, gets a first down, and about 5 yards, he got sent up in the air, holds on to it. Is that the best video ever? It was elbow? It was my elbow, get it right. Christmas is not bad. So 15 yards on the first catch of the game. 1st and 10 now, about 14 yards from the 39 now. They got Brown in motion. That wasn't Brown, but they handed off to Miles Sanders, and he's going to get stuffed up at the line. I think the Cowboys are going to come in ready to try to defend the run a little bit better in this half. Slow them down a little bit at the least. Looks like Lane Johnson, the offensive tackle for the Eagles, is going to be out. He's not headed to the locker room. Then you can put the candy in the stocking for Christmas. 2nd down and 9. He fakes a quick handoff, takes off running, being chased, and finally just throws it away down the sideline. We have Queen's birthday holiday. I mean, King's holiday now. Yeah, I didn't even think about that. Now, I think Ben's in Australia, but don't they, like, do a very similar kind of celebrations. 3rd and 9. Jalen Hurts takes off running, swallowed up by the line of scrimmage. Nice idea, but it won't last that long. Yeah. It's a long time. It's a long ways away for Christmas, especially if you already have it on you. They're the awful, useless paper versions. It would be worse than cool. 4th down and 9. They get a stop on this Eagles offense, and they're going to punt it. He's going to return it from about the 5 or 6 yard line. He takes off at the 10, the 15, the 20, and goes out of bounds. They're in the Commonwealth. Australia doesn't exist. How can they have a king? I think they still exist. 12:47 in the 3rd quarter. Dallas is going to take over around the 20-yard line. It would be worse than Cole. Was it worse than Cole, but as cool as Cole's cash? Australia Day, which is like England, but more room and better weather. What about the dangerous sandwich? It's spicy. No. A commercial, man. But is it better to use Russell Wilson cards or the terrible towel? Probably the terrible towel, not gonna lie. Bland sandwiches with no flavor. A towel can be used again. See, exactly. See, they're going to make the commercial breaks longer in the second half because the first half went by rather quickly. They need to drag it out a little bit more. Dave. But can Russell Wilson? No homo. That's up to you, Dave. That's a personal decision. I don't know how you're feeling about that. We would have to give up a public holiday and we're too lazy. I respect that. I respect that completely. I suppose, yes. I already said no homo. Okay. Okay. All right, we are back. The Cowboys are going to start over at the 21 after the return. 1st down and 10. They go straight to the run game, and it's Pollard, and he was swallowed up behind the backfield, but was able to get about 2 yards on the carry. Russell Wilson or Tom Brady, gotta pick one. I already know. I feel like what his answer is though. 2nd down and 8. Play action. Cooper Rush throws. Let's go. Gets to his tight end, and he's able to make his way to getting a 1st down. That's fair. That's fair, Nathan. Give him 3. That's Ferguson with the catch. 1st down and 10 from the 32 now. Be careful, they're spicy. And they hand it off to Pollard up the middle, and he's going to get about 7 yards on the carry. Nice strong run. Let's see. I meant to do this while we were on halftime, but I did not do it. I wanted to see the box score of Dallas. Okay, so Dallas only has 55 rushing yards. Philly's got 74. 45 passing yards, and the Eagles have 125. as much as the Eagles ran the ball, like you think they had more rushing than passing. 2nd and 2, handed off to Pollard. He's going to get them a first down. Was Gardner Johnson in the Saints trade for Olave, or was it a different one? Or did he go to free agency? Yeah, it looks like he hurt his arm on that. Maybe his wrist. He tried to rip the ball out. Nick Sirianni looks evil. Like, he's got, like, bags under his eyes, but he's, like, looking down like this, and he just kind of looks evil. Okay, it's a different trade. Like, he just looks like a villain in some kind of, like, superhero movie. Yeah, that Noah Brown touchdown catch, it was close, but I don't think his feet were in. 11:08 left in the first quarter. They've got Gardner Johnson coming off the field. His hand is in a lot of pain. His wrist, I think. I'm not sure exactly what happened. First down and 10, play action again. He gets it off quick, hits the tight end, and he's going to be real close to the first down as he tumbles forward. I think they're going to give him first down yardage. I'm not sure that guy, McKeon. First and 10, he rolls out the other way, turns around, throws it to a wide open Ferguson, and that's down at the 30, I think they said 25, 35-yard line. Yeah, 35-yard line right there. Another first down. The yellow line's way off the marker on that one. Yeah. So it is the 25. I couldn't tell. Turd Ferguson. First down and 10 from the 25. Getting close, 5 yards out of the red zone. They put it on the ground, hand it off to Pollard. He cuts inside and plows his way into the 20, down to the 19-yard line. Pollard has 41 rushing yards now after that run. 9.5 minutes left in the third. They're taking a lot of time down on this drive, but I think this is how you are able to attack this Eagles defense, wear them down a little bit, and give your defense a rest. Second down and 5. They go right back to the ground, this time to Zeke. He spins his way through and gets another first down. We're under 9 minutes. I know, Baker instead of Wentz. Oh, man, I don't even know. Wentz and I don't even know if there's much of a difference between Wentz and Baker, in my opinion. The clock continues to roll. Cowboys have a first down inside the 15. And they go back to the ground game. Hand it off to Zeke. He's got a massive hole. He's going to roll out to the left, and he's going to get into the end zone for a touchdown. And Dalton instead of both of them. I can go with Dalton. But this is a good start for their second half, trying to get caught up to Philly. They just need to keep getting stops now. I don't know why I put that at 6. Cutting down that lead, getting a stop. And they're on to kick the extra point. And it is going to be good. It's a 10-point ball game now. Tom Deflady. Everyone shoot your guns. Tom has been divorced from winning this year. Tom is just divorced everything. Tom won last week, so that's not completely true. Are the Bucks 3-3 or 2-4? I think they're 3-3. They beat the Cowboys. They beat the Falcons. And they beat the Saints. They lost to the Steelers. They lost to the Chiefs. I feel like they lost one other game. Dang, Peyton. I know they've won at least 3, and I know they've lost at least 2. But I can't remember what their other game was. The Panthers, maybe? Let's look. They are 3-3. The Packers, that's right. Winning has took the kids and gone to the Caribbean for the winter. Maybe. I don't know how I forgot about the Packers one. I think Rodgers still has plenty of play if he chooses to. I think he's just having a bad year. Brady, that one's like up in the air, 50-50. I still could see Brady somehow coming back and playing another year for no reason. But I also could see him just deciding to hang it up. But Rodgers isn't quite as old as Brady is. That's the only reason I say, like, if he wanted to, he's more than capable of playing a couple more years. Brady plays just for therapy. I feel like, well, Rodgers already said he doesn't want to play as long as Brady did. So when they do hang it up, it'll be within a year or two apart, probably. He's trying to get Judge to play with him, and he's considering doing it. Maybe. All right, the kickoff's up. It's going to be a touchback, and there is a flag on the kick. So somebody was offsides on the kick. You maybe spit out my drink. So Cowboys lined up offsides on the kickoff. I was gonna say I don't think there's anything leading to Rodgers just hanging it up. Does Matt? Oh, I thought you were asking, and I was like, probably because he threw for 100 times today and probably had a bunch of yards. And the weapons are progressing very slowly. Yeah, I don't think all of this is on Rodgers. They're also getting away from running the football of like as much as they should. First down and 10, throws, hits AJ Brown, bounces out of his hand, gonna be incomplete. Let's go to the Packers game. Box score: Rodgers 26 for 41, 246, averaging 6 yards a pass, 1 touchdown. I didn't realize Jordan Love came into that game, but the Packers only rushed for 60 yards. Like, I think that's the problem. Like, yeah, I don't think he's playing as good as he did the last 2 seasons, but I don't think he's playing bad. There's a lot of quarterbacks that I would still put him above. Second down and 10, throws nearly picked off by Micah Parsons. It's going to be incomplete, targeting Dallas Goedert. Goddard wanted a taunting penalty. Yeah, it said he had 2 throws, or 2 for 4, 8 yards. Yeah, that was a dangerous throw, man. You shut the Packers' run game down, they become very one-dimensional. Like, I think, yeah, I mean, and I think it has to do, well, I know that, okay, so they are going to flag Micah Parsons with an unsportsmanlike conduct penalty. He was calling for it. It's only because he, like, kind of, like, acts like he was going to lean over him. Was it Randall Cobb or someone got hurt, and then, Lazard has had a slow start to the year from injury and such. Plus, all the other guys are pretty much young guys. I have a hard time seeing anyone succeed the way this team has been playing this year. See, that's another part of it. It is a team game, and I'm still a believer of that. First down and 10, hands it off up to Miles Sanders, and he's going to get 3 yards. Matt Ryan's 215 points away from first place, taking away from Josh Allen. Like, points or, like, if, like, fantasy points? I don't like the taunting penalty. Let's be honest here. Look, it takes away the fun. Obviously, if it creates an actual fight, that's one thing. If you say some really sus things, then yeah, that's something. But, flex it on a dude because you almost got a pick six on him is not penalty worthy to me. If you fine him, sure, whatever. But causing a penalty, changing the outcome of a game, that doesn't change the fact that he just ended that play, Passing yards. Okay, you said points, so I wasn't sure. Hammy Watkins is Hammy Watkins. Christian Watson has a knee and now a hammy and is a rookie, and Dubs is a rookie. Yeah. Yeah, I'm not discrediting that team right now. What if he offered him a dangerous sandwich? Now that should be penalized, dude. Let's be honest. Third down and 7 now. 7:26 left in the third quarter. The Eagles are trying to get the offense moving like they had it in the first half. Pressure is coming, and Hurts just lays down and he is hit, man. A joke on it. Like, I'm not discredit. Okay, let me rephrase. I'm not going to discredit Aaron Rodgers right now. And that's what I meant by that, because that was the whole point of this discussion. But yeah, the taunting thing, I feel like that should just be like a fine. Like, just fine them. It shouldn't completely change the outcome of the whole game. Not that that one is going to, but like it shouldn't just help the other team so significantly in a lot of instances. Kickoff or punt is up. He's going to return it from the 5. He's all the way to the 35, still on his feet and tripped up just before the 40. That was a very bad hit on Jalen Hurts because he was already down on the ground. Yeah, Goddard did ask for the foul. But there is going to be a flag on the return. It shouldn't be anything. Yeah, like in the worst case scenario, just slap on a fine for unsportsmanlike conduct. Okay, like then be done with it. Don't let it change the game. There's gonna be a hold on the Cowboys on the return. Dallas defense coming alive a little bit in the second half. Oh, it looks like the Yankees bounced back and won a game. A notification came as soon as I picked up my phone. I have Zeke, Devontae Smith, and Cowboys defense playing right now. I don't know if I have anybody playing. No, I don't, because the only guy I have left is Gerald Everett for the tight end for the Chargers, because Darren Waller's hurt and on a bye. Roger Goodell is a trash person, yes. Did the Mets win too? Oh, wait. Let the game be interesting and played by interesting players. Why doesn't the NFL hate itself so much? Does the NFL hate itself so much? I don't know, man. Like, seriously, I wish I had like real answers, but it doesn't make sense. Game 5 tomorrow. I had 4 starters on a bye. One of my starters was Patterson, and he's on the IR. One of my starters was Olave, and he didn't play today. And then Darren Waller was one of my starters, and he's out also on a bye. And I put Kenneth Walker in as a flex. I put Breece Hall in, which I think I just went ahead and put Breece Hall in last week too. Goodell is a complete robot. LeBron played better defense in that commercial than when he's on court. Sorry, I fell asleep. How's the game going? Well, probably snooze worthy. I mean, the Eagles completely dominated the first half. They went up 20-3, but Dallas's defense coming alive, making stops. There was a crap taunting penalty. And now the Dallas ended up getting a touchdown. First down and 10, Cooper Rush overthrows CeeDee Lamb off the side, to the side. Second down and 10, and yeah, Cowboys defense playing better. They're just trying to figure out their offense now. Is that Ben Franklin? I don't know. You got CD and Goddard going 3.8 points between the two of them. That's ugh. Good thing I already won this week. That's kind of how I feel. I got Gerald Everett tomorrow, and he's been very flaky in fantasy wise. And but I've already locked up the win this week. Good thing I already won. Every week I get to hear about how my dad's fantasy team loses, and somehow it's my fault. Third and 2, they hand it off up the middle to Zeke. He's going to get the first down and move the chains. They couldn't muster 2 points together. I mean, the game's not over. The game isn't over yet. Oh, I thought you were talking about CD and Goddard. You started Jeff Wilson and J.K. Dobbins. Yeah. First down and 10, he throws. He's going to hit Michael Gallup. No idea how he caught the ball. It's going to be about 9 yards. Need coffee, BRB. I know I need to go get my coffee, aka Dr. Pepper. Dobbins did get hurt. Second down and 1. Could have drafted the wrong Adrian Peterson back in the day. Second down 1, play action. Cooper Rush rolls and just misses his guy. I'm up 25 and have Eckler tomorrow. Guy I'm having has Sutton and Hopkins. Hopkins, you mean the kicker? And then Cortland Sutton. Yeah, Dustin Hopkins. Lions had a bye today, but still found a way to lose. Yeah, the Lions, the Texans, the Titans, and the Raiders. The Chicago Adrian Peterson. that sucks, man. Did your dad do that or did you do that, Dave? Third down and 1, hands it off to Zeke. He's gonna get the outside, get a first down, carries for about 5 yards. Lions fans root for the Rams too, so they will be fine. That's true. That is true. No, your friend did though. That sucks so bad. It's because even on a bye they can't help it but go for it on fourth down. First and 10, hands it off up the middle to Pollard. He's fighting, but he's not moving anywhere. Eagles lost Lane Johnson. Yeah, I did see that they lost Lane Johnson, and he went off to the locker room, and CJ Gardner Johnson, it was his wrist. Looks like he's just got it like all taped up or something. Dude, that sucks so bad. Drafting the wrong AP, man. 2nd down and 9. Cooper Rush looking, throws, and it's caught by CeeDee Lamb at the 50. Somebody for the Eagles got some serious air and almost got up and like got their hands near it. I didn't see who it was. Yeah, good catch by CeeDee Lamb coming back to that. What's up, Trevor? Nice to see you, man. Just got home, so I figured I'd jump right in. Well, I would say you're not missing much, but the first half you didn't miss much other than the Eagles just going up 20-0 until Cowboys got 3. But Cowboys coming alive in the second half. 1st and 10, hands it off to Pollard. He's going to get about 4 yards on the carry. The linebacker, yeah. I just got a week 6 overactions thing from CBS, and the thing just says, should the Patriots bench Mac Jones? 2nd down and 6, he throws it, gets his guy, and he stumbles forward to a 1st down. I think that's Noah Brown on the catch. Saw the Eagles were dominating. Second half looks a little different so far. I mean, the Dallas defense has gotten 2 back-to-back stops on Philly. They put up 7, and now they're driving, so a little bit. Yeah, Pollard's got the longer run games, and on the when they need shorter yards is when they're handing it off to Zeke. Like if it's they need 3 yards, they hand it off to Zeke. 1st and 10, they hand it off. Looks like CeeDee, and he's only going to get a yard. Swallowed up real quick. He's injured at the moment, so they don't have a choice yet. That's true. I mean, that I'm not saying for me. That's just what it said coming across my phone. Yeah, Dallas finally got the run game going. Yeah, Zeke's had a pretty solid game on some of his runs. He did get the touchdown earlier. Second down and 9 in Eagles territory. Cowboys are moving. He flicks it, gets rid of it, hits CeeDee Lamb. He's going to get the edge and a 1st down and eventually knocked out of bounds. But there is a flag on the play. I feel like this one's going to go against the Eagles defense. I don't know if it had to do with him getting thrown out of bounds. Oh, it might be on the Pollard block for CeeDee Lamb. Okay, so they're going to say there's no foul. Yeah, they were going to say they thought it might be a block. Some people just want the drama. The fun is watching Bill tell reporters about it on Monday and seeing everybody get upset. I love Bill Belichick interviews, man. They need to use that 2-headed monster they have in the backfield and stop trying to air raid with Cooper Rush. I like Cooper, but he's not Dan Marino. He's better in the short game. Absolutely. Bill is not going to tell anybody a thing, and that's why I love his interviews. Because they'll ask him the same question 16 times, just word it differently, trying to get him to slip up, and he's like, I don't know. I'm like, okay. 1st and 10, hands it off to Zeke, and he's only going to get about a yard or 2. I don't know. I watched the Mac Jones interview the other day talking about his injury, and he sounded just like Bill Belichick, dude. He also looked like he was like real high or something. Day by day. I don't know. She said day by day. We'll see. They asked him questions that like didn't even pertain to that, and he said, I don't know. It's day by day. We'll see. 2nd down and 9 from the 19, just inside the red zone. Rush is looking. There is a flag on the play. He's going to throw it deep and targets Hendershot, and it's going to be just out of his hands. Is Mac Jones the dog pick? I don't know. going to be a legal motion on the offense. Oh, yeah, definitely. I mean, he's coachable to be just what Bill needs him to be. I don't know. What do I look like? A doctor? I like to imagine that when the refs huddle together, they just ask, who should we favor this time? Hendershot. I think that's what they said his name was. That's what the back of his jersey said. 2nd down and 14 after the 5-yard penalty. Low snap, hands it off to Zeke, and he's going to plow forward for about 12 of those yards. 3rd down and real short. That's going to be the end of the 3rd quarter. The clock is going to run down here. Yeah, I feel like all the tight ends have the exact same number, and I can't tell them apart. Like that old Western movie, The Unforgiven. You said, I can't believe this. I'm going to sleep. The Eagles lost. There's still a whole 4th quarter, man. I thought you were a Ravens fan. I'm confused. The Eagles are winning. Yeah, they're up by... Oh, I got the score wrong, but they're up by 10. Zeke does not look bad at all. Zeke's always been good. He was just overpaid. I think so, too. He had a couple bad years. Bad O-line. Bad, offense. He just likes birds. That's fair. Yeah, with their best O-line man out and their best safety out. They're the only undefeated team in the league. They can still win this game. If the Eagles are your team, you don't give up on them. Oh, yeah, and Gardner Johnson's back in. Bird teams or cat teams? Well, right now the bird teams look a little bit better than the cat teams, I think. Jaguars lost. Panthers lost. What other cat teams are there? I mean, this morning you were very upset about the Ravens losing. Which ones? The Bengals. Oh, yeah. The Bengals won today, but all the other cat teams lost, I think. And then birds, we got the Eagles. The Seahawks won. The Cardinals lost. The Falcons won? Yeah, I don't know. Oh, the Lions. They didn't play today, though. Are the East divisions the best in each conference? Oh, that's tough. I think the East is definitely the best division in the NFC by far. JK, we suck. 3rd down and 2. Cooper Rush being flushed out. He hits a tight end. I don't know which one it is, man. I feel like there's 5 guys with the same number. But there is going to be a flag. Craig doesn't like the ponies. Do the Cowboys count as a horse? And do the Chargers count as the horse? Wait. I don't know I thought the Chargers were a lightning bolt. So there's going to be illegal contact on the defense. That's Darius Slay. It's going to be a 1st down either way. But he was also shooting his shot at the same time. That's true. That is true. I mean, nobody's disrespecting you, man. I just don't know who your team is. Chargers are lightning bolts. That's what I thought. Cowboys are with Packers, Steelers, and Niners. See, that makes sense to me. 1st and goal, hits one of the tight ends, and he gets into the end zone for a touchdown. That one is Ferguson. Finds one of the 14 tight ends that look the same and have the same number. This game is not over, man. Pats, Giants, Cowboys, Chargers, they're all people teams. Okay. Jason Realm's stream is really funny tonight. Is he an Eagles or Cowboys fan? All right. The Cowboys are on to kick the extra point to try to make this a one-score game. Kick is up. I guess it's a one-score game either way, but a field goal game. 17-20. Chargers are a lightning bolt. I need a Cooper Rush. A horse? Really? I wish there were new teams made expansion-wise that were named out of bugs. Chargers used to be horses, just started putting horse head on throwback gear this year, I think. Okay. Chargers, the people who make the charge. I didn't realize the Cowboys have 4 sacks. I knew they had at least 2. I thought the Chargers logo was a toenail. Eagles are crumbling, but I'm sure they'll still win this game. That's how I feel too. I didn't realize it. Oh, okay. Which sucks because he used to be funny. Now I want to punch him. Chargers are cavalry horses that charge. Okay. The bees, roaches, gnats, and Chargers. Makes sense, Dave. Yeah, who is EDP? Makes sense because they only have like 2 fans. Let's just make an NFL team called the Fans. The football fans. The logo's just like those giant circular fans. And it just blows onto the stadium. Was an Eagles fan that used to make funny videos of him freaking out about the Eagles, but then he got caught in 4K. Oh, okay. I did not know that. Kicking is impossible in fan stadium today. Literally. They would have such an advantage because the mascot usually sits behind the goalpost. They can just blow their massive fan like towards them. And during kickoffs, they can sit behind their team, so it'll go further. The story started coming out about him. Yeah, he's a gross human being. Wow. Yeah, I didn't know about that. Fly, Eagles, fly. All right, we're getting ready for kickoff. 14:39 left in the game. 3-point game. And the kick is up. And it is going to be a touchback. What is the background music? Do I have background music on? I'll check, but I do not think I'm playing any. Yeah, I don't have anything playing. She'll be having a party. Probably with her Sims. Zach says, "Let's go Eagles. Let's go." But change of topic because that makes me sick. I'm sorry about your Chiefs today. It's all right, man. I'm not that upset. Yeah, I'm not sure who you are either. Showed him holding and pulling his jersey. So the first down, they ran it with Miles Sanders. Get the first down. Second down, unless I missed a play. First and 10, they hand it off again with Sanders. He's going to get 4 yards here. How did we score all over points in the first half? I don't know. I mean, you guys really went off in the first half. Dallas couldn't. Well, there was 2 turnovers also, which definitely helped. Cowboys stop here goes down as one of those games, as one of the announcers says. This game was not as close as the score shows based only on their impression of the first half. Yeah. I mean, O linemen shove their heads in straight forward into D linemen all the time. I feel like a concussion is fairly reasonable, especially if he's got his head down and goes straight into him. Second down and 5. Hands it off to Miles Sanders. He's only going to get about a yard, but they're very leery on concussion protocols now. Feeling better about Chiefs' close win over the Raiders or close loss to the Bills? I think the close loss to the Bills because divisional games are always coin flips of how good or bad anybody's gonna play, and so the Bills keeping it close, to a team that's played as outstanding as they are, and with our defense like as hurting as it was, to be able to keep it that close, I feel pretty good about it. 3rd and 4. Hurts keeps and goes down the field, gets a first down. Did you name one of them Gabe Davis? No, she probably didn't, but that's funny. Dang, I was looking for my other phone. I got it. It says 17-20. Who got the touchdown for the Cowboys? I know Zeke got a touchdown. It was one of the tight ends. Ferguson, maybe? Hey, Craig, have a good night, man. It's a 47-point game. What are you talking about? I am surprised that it doesn't happen more. 1st and 10, hands it off to Boston Scott. He's going to get 5 yards on the carry. Well, even if he doesn't have a concussion, if there's a very visible head-to-head injury, he'll go out for concussion protocol. And a lot of times they're not. Now since Tua, they're not going to bring guys back in. Name the Sims guy Dangerous and his wife Sandwich. Let's ride. Oh my God. Listen, Mickey. I feel like our defense, our secondary, did a lot better than expected with so many guys. Look, I want to just be upset, but if I just sit and be upset about it, I'm going to get very, very upset. And I'm trying to find the positives in it. And so I'm not letting myself get too frustrated. 2nd down and 5. They hand it off to Sanders. He's going to get a yard. So it's going to be 3rd down with just under 11 minutes. Look, I'm upset. I don't like a loss any day of the week. But if it's better than losing to the Colts, man. How does anyone explain that? Losing to the Colts, you look like a joke. Losing to the Bills, okay, everyone already thinks the Bills are the best team in football. So, I'm not going to get beat up quite as much going to work after that one. I'm upset, but I'm trying not to get myself too down, I guess. 3rd and 4, they hand it off to Kenneth Gainwell, and he's going to get another first down. When did you say you were getting the new Madden, and did you see if it was on sale for you? Because the other day I for like 40 or something. I need to check that out. Sleep deprivation. That's fair. Yeah, I'm gonna have to check that out. I've been just meaning to get it. I just haven't done it yet. 1st and 10, they hand it off to Gainwell again. He's gonna get about 6 yards on the carry before he stopped. The Eagles are still running the ball so well, man. I don't need to ruin my day over a TV show. Sometimes I do. If it's if it's like Tom Brady in the AFC Championship, I ruin my entire next 3 months. The Super Bowl, not so much. That didn't hurt my feelings. It's quite as bad. But the AFC Championship, that one hurt a lot. It doesn't change my life, no. 2nd down and 4. Hurts keeps. He evades the first hit, and then he gets down right around the first down mark. Like, what could I have done? Yell at my TV louder? You make all fair points, and I'm not laughing at you. I'm laughing because I agree. So they're going to mark him short of the first down. 3rd down and 1 coming up. I sniff a QB sneak, and I think he got it. But, sometimes it bothers me more than others. This time, I'm not hurting. I knew that I was going to come on here and do this stream right after the game, whether the Chiefs won or lost, so I couldn't let it just kill the rest of my day. I knew the Eagles would be pretty good, but I didn't think they'd look this good game in and game out. That's what I'm saying, man. They've been so consistent, honestly. Like, they went through a little dip in the third quarter, but Cowboys ran the ball almost all of their possessions, so they didn't have the ball all too long, even in the third quarter. So they ran it up the middle with Sanders, short gain, 2nd down coming up, 8 minutes left in the game. So the Eagles are playing smart, man. They're running the ball down the field, but they're killing the clock, and they're going to try to obviously get a touchdown here. Yeah, I mean, even if they don't, I mean, we lost to the Bengals last year in the playoffs, and the only reason that hurt my feelings so much, 2nd down and 9, throws, hits A.J. Brown. He breaks a tackle, is inside the 10, all the way down to about the 5-yard line, is because they played the Bengals the exact same way the first time that they played them, in the playoffs the exact same way that they did in the second time, and it just really irritated me more than anything. Yeah, I was going to say, Hurts has definitely stepped up. He's matured a lot. He's not 100% that guy yet, but he is like, each game you could see him getting better. 1st and goal, throws, hits Devontae Smith in the end zone for a touchdown. Eagles score. Wait, I think they said there's a flag in the end zone. Maybe not. Maybe they're just talking about they're celebrating. Yeah, he fakes the handoff, and then they just lose track of Devontae Smith. I don't know if I agree. He's fared pretty well against top defenses. I don't think I wouldn't say he's not Super Bowl ready. It's just his lack of playoff experience. Like, he might struggle within the playoffs. But I think if he continues to elevate his game. Okay, so there's an unsportsmanlike conduct on the defense after the play. So that was on Trayvon Diggs. So the touchdown stands. I think it was when Trayvon Diggs started freaking out. Smith is so small. My little sister could bench Devontae Smith. He's a tiny little guy. He's fast though. So they're gonna go for 2 here to try to make this a 10-point game. Here we go with the 2-point conversion things, man. We just talked about this in the first half. Oh, it's because he took his helmet off. Like, he did. He threw a fit. I get it. I didn't know that after the play was over, taking your helmet off. I didn't know that was a penalty. All right, 2-point conversion attempt. And he hands it off to Sanders, and he is not going to get there. So it's going to be a 9-point game instead of 10. That's why I don't understand why they didn't just kick the field goal. Like, what's the difference? I mean, I get it. A touchdown and a field goal is 10, but why do they need 11? Yeah, no, I know, and they said they have a 9 instead of taking the kick and getting a 10 is what I meant by that. Like, I don't know what the point of 11 is. I think that was kind of dumb. I just don't understand it. It's 9 points now either way, so now they need a touchdown and a field goal. But they needed a touchdown and a field goal if they got 10 too. But now a touchdown and a field goal can win it for Dallas if the Eagles don't score again. Yeah. With 10, they can tie and not win. But I guess with 11, they could win with a touchdown and a field goal. They would need 2 touchdowns. I don't understand. A touchdown field goal could tie it, yes. Yeah, we're all on the same page, but I'm just not understanding why they didn't just take the point. Yeah, see, that's what I'm saying. I do believe that he believes in his defense, but, like, just let your kicker kick the point, man. Like, because if they score and they go for the onside kick, I get it. But if they don't and they just kick it off, then you have the ball. You can control the clock. I don't have a dab pin. I would not make it through. I would not be functional. Now Dallas can win with a 10-pointer, yes. I just don't like it. I don't agree with it. NBA Jam style. I guess no one ever wants to play overtime anymore. Go away. Need to get home. Strazz. Strazz. I guess strawberry something. Strawberry Raz? I don't know. But yeah, I mean, yeah, I guess they don't want to play OT. I get it, but now you're giving the ability to win it instead of tying it with an extra field goal. Not saying that they don't just get more points on their next possession, but still, this Dallas defense playing a lot tougher in the second half than the first half. Ew, Pittsburgh next week. Yeah, they're coming off of a big ego burst win over Tampa Bay. Have you seen the meme about the plant-based alternative? No, I haven't, but that sounds hilarious. It's not too bad, Peyton. I mean, I like strawberry though. First down and 10, quick pass to one of the tight ends, number 87, and he's going to get like 2 yards. There's 7 minutes left in the fourth quarter. Let me go to the schedules. Because I was so focused on this Bills game, I don't even know who the Chiefs have next week. We got, the Niners. I did know that. And then our bye. 2 touchdowns with 2 2-point conversions if it got 2. Second and 8, they get it to Zeke, and he's still pushing forward, and he's able to get a first down, move the chains. Completely biodegradable. Oh, okay. That's actually hilarious, Dave. Run, Zeke, run. Hope you know that. Dab, dab. First and 10, toss to Zeke, and they're going to get to him, and he's only going to be able to get about a yard. The Bills are on a bye next week. It looks like the Rams are on a bye next week as well. Dallas might have lost Amari Cooper, but they can still yell Coop if they want. Niners are going to play extremely tough with how they played today. Oh, absolutely. Plus, it's Super Bowl rematch. I think they were thinking field goal and a touchdown 2-point conversion could only tie them. I mean, yeah, that's true, but it just seemed like a lot of extra for second down and 8. He lobs it up, and it's going to be picked off. Where's that Eagles fan that said this game was over? Steelers playing awesome, yeah. Time left, 5:03, and there goes all of that. That was a bad toss. They go off probability maps for all this. That's what I'm saying, man. Cooper Rush did take a shot when he threw that ball. He's trying to be the hero. He's trying to keep their win streak alive, but the bad throw, bad turnover at the wrong time. Now the Eagles can truly just milk this clock out, man. Unless the defense comes up big in a big way. Yeah, I think they can probably get close to ending this. They've already got a solid lead, a 2-score lead, but we'll see how they play their cards. Good pickup, Coop. Okay. Yeah. Well, it looks like Cooper Rush stint is just about over. Thank you. With Dak Prescott, we're getting blurry. Dak Prescott coming back super soon. He's itching to come back. And this has been the worst game of his career out of the 6 games. Someone time left in the game. It's around the 5-minute mark, Mickey. If you know, you know. A most annoying commercial on TV. Mom, if Dallas actually won this game, I might have retired from picking games. Me too. Yeah, it's under 6, 100%, but it's around 5, I think. Coffee break. I wish I could do this every Sunday and be home all day because that would be super fun, honestly. I think my camera's giving up on this game too. It's just like, no, we're going to go fuzzy now. All right, we should be good. Okay, 5:03 left. Coffee break. Yep. Mickey said something about having to go get coffee earlier, and that's all I was thinking about was getting me a little drink. And that was Gardner Johnson with the pick, too. So the Eagles are going to take over with fairly decent field position. They're not backed up super far. So who hands the Eagles their first loss? Listen, they're not going to go undefeated all season, even though they want to break that record. 1st and 10, hands it off with Sanders. He's going to get a big run, 9 yards. Let's see. NFC East. Eagles are on a bye next week. They've got the Steelers at home, the Texans on the road, the Commanders at home, the Colts on the road, then the Packers and Titans at home, the Giants, Bears, Cowboys on the road, then Saints and Giants at home to end it. I'm going to be honest, it's probably going to be one of the teams that we're not expecting, like the Texans, the Colts, the Bears maybe. 2nd down and 1. There looks like another QB sneak, but there is a flag. How do you get a flag on a QB sneak? Seriously. They got the 1st down. 4 minutes and 20 seconds left in the game. There is a flag. But yeah, I feel like it's going to be someone we're not expecting, or it's going to be a divisional opponent like the Commanders. I think the Commanders have played well against the Eagles the last couple matchups. This is your brain. This is your brain on drugs. Any questions? Yes, can I have mine scrambled? Cooper looking for a flag for the nudge to his chin on that play. End of replay, slow motion, and realizing he's not Tom Brady. So they got called offsides, the defense. Oh, yeah, his head was over the football, man. But, Offsides on a QB sneak. Titans with A.J. Brown revenge game. Interesting. Maybe. Yeah, there's a couple interesting matchups that might sneak one. I'm going to have to do the history research on a couple of these teams. First down and 10. Jalen Hurts gets about 7 yards and just slides down inbounds. Second down and short coming up. 4 minutes left in the fourth quarter. Keep your dab pen away from the camera. Now I'm just thinking about realizing he's not Tom Brady. Ravens and Browns are thinking, wait, it is possible to hold a lead. I just feel like teams that are blowing leads, like what's happening is they're just not continuing to score. Yeah, we can work together. I got a couple ideas. I do, because there's been a lot of talk in the chat the last couple of streams we've done talking about ranking quarterbacks. So I think I'm going to do a ranking all 32 quarterbacks video. I don't know if I'm going to do it by myself or with my dad. One or the other, but just to keep everybody all worked up about it. I think it would be fun. Third down and 7, 3 minutes left. Clock is continuing to roll. Dallas has all 3 timeouts, but I don't think they're using them here. I think they're just accepting defeat right now. Third and 7, fumbled the snap, and it looks like Jalen Hurts got it, but I am not sure where that ball is. Whoops. I don't know if any of those 3. I can't even, if I did it right now, I couldn't even put it as Dak. It would have to be Cooper Rush. Okay, it looks like Hurts got the ball back after the fumbled snap. That was just a bad snap. And that's where Dallas is going to use their first timeout. 2:46 left. It's going to be 4th down and long. But I've been considering making a QB, ranking the QBs just because. Miami was looking to start their 4th string QB, then realized they didn't have one. What did they do? Usually it's like a running back or a receiver or a tight end or something like that would step in. Of like after the season ends, do a top 100 players or something like our own. That would probably be fun to work on. 4th down, Eagles are gonna punt here, and it's gonna bounce out of bounds around the 11-yard line. 2:39 to go. Dallas has 2 timeouts left. They're down by 9 points. A lot of times they use a tight end. A lot of tight ends and some receivers, not usually running backs, but a lot of them played either quarterback in high school or part of their time in college. So that's like their emergency guy. Our list be more real than NFL list. Well, the NFL list is voted by players. So that's like a popularity contest. Just let me know my comedy goes too far and I'll settle down maybe. 1st and 10 from the 12. Rush alone in the backfield. He's got time, steps up in the pocket, throws it. It's going to be incomplete. I don't know which tight end that was. Listen, I'm telling you, they all look the same. That one was number 88, but I'm 90% sure that CeeDee Lamb is number 88, and that guy was way too big to be CeeDee Lamb. Maybe it was 89. I would do something like not rank Josh Allen at all, and at the end of the video and say that you didn't forget him, you're just trolling. See how many people don't watch the whole thing. That's pretty funny. 2nd down and 10. Rush throws over the middle, and it's nearly picked off again, but it is caught by a tight end for a 1st down. They still got 4 timeouts with a 2-minute warning, but this game is over. If you did a top 100, people would have to rank it without bias. 100%, yeah. Eagles are about to win. There's one Eagles fan that did not give up on their team. 1st down and 10. Rush is hit as he throws, and it is out of bounds. with 203 left. Like, I don't want to put TJ Watt top 15, but I would have to. It's hard to rank him based off this season if he doesn't play a lot, though. So, that's where it gets hard. Like, obviously, he's a top 15 player, but he's only played one game this season. He's only played 3.5 quarters. So it's hard to put him in a list where he didn't play. Like, if he came back next week, just saying, and played the rest of the season, it would be really easy to put him in that list. Like, right now, like, he would still make the list with 3.5 quarters, but it wouldn't be top 15 for that pure reason. 2nd and 10 throws, hit CeeDee Lamb up the sideline for about 8 yards. Third down coming up. Matthew McConaughey was a tight end. Travis Kelce was a quarterback in college. Flacco thinking, 2 TDs in 2 minutes, is that considered hard? That's so crazy, man. Kylie says, go Eagles. Fly, Eagles, fly. Yeah, Jason Kelce, he plays center. He's been there his whole career, too. I love guys who spend, like, their whole career with one team. Would we be ranking O-line kickers and punters as well, or just position players? I mean, I feel like, if you make a top 100 list, obviously you'll have the quarterbacks and you'll have the receivers, but you got to think about all the guys, that go into the helping those guys be great. O-line, D-line, just as important as the secondary receivers. I got the joke too. I don't want to put Mitch Trubisky number 1 overall, but I'd have to do that as well. Tressway, number 1, absolutely. Long time, assumed he was retired. Make those cowgirls cry. Big girls don't cry, though. And that's going to be tough. I mean, obviously, the numbers and rankings would change over the season and people breaking out and stuff like that, but that'd be a tough list to put together. Start from 1, rank Trubisky, then make your real list, and then skip the obvious really good one. I feel like that would just be funny to do anyway. If you did a top 100 list, you'd have to, like, do a multi-part video because no one's going to sit through, like, 2 hours of you going through it and explaining all your picks. So no one would even get to the joke. Trent Williams cracked the top 100 list this year. So did Justin Tucker. Yeah, there's a couple kickers, even punters probably, that would get close. I know that there was more than one O-lineman on that list, I thought, but I know Trent Williams for sure. Dak's sleep commercials are a good metaphor for his pocket awareness. All right, 2 minutes left, 3rd and 3. The Cowboys got 2 timeouts left. They are on their own 30-yard line. Tua would be 15, most likely. Quick pass out to Zeke, and he gets the first down, gets out of bounds. 1:56 left in the fourth quarter. Oh no. Taylor Heineke starts playing next week, so he might end up being number 1. Minute 56 from their own 35. Rush looking, rolling right. And he throws down the sideline, and no one's home. He throws it to the Cowboys bench. Johnny Hecker and Justin Tucker were the only special team player to make it this year. I know there were more offensive linemen, too. Yeah, I think there was at least like 3 or 4 offensive linemen. There were journalists who put Mahomes at 6 or 7 at the start of the year on QB lists. Got accused of being clickbait hacks. Well, they'll get people to click, and then just so they'll argue on it. Based on this season, I mean, if we're talking QBs, it might be close, but, his performance is not MVP level this season. but he's not going to be as down as far as people think he should be. 2nd down and 10, hits CeeDee Lamb in the middle of the field, and he dives forward just short of the Eagles' 40. They're running, trying to beat the clock. Johnny Hekker had a heck of a season last year, though. Let's be fair. Was that the watermelon punt guy, the guy who held it sideways? 1st and 10, he throws his batted at the line, and it's nearly intercepted. 2nd down. Did you just see the guy stick his finger in the other guy's mouth? No. I don't understand the throwaway at the line of scrimmage. Just run for at least 1 yard. Absolutely. Josh Allen, number 1 right now. Yeah, we got 1:22 left, and the clock is stopped currently. 2nd down and 10. Josh Allen, maybe right now, but as the season goes on, there's a lot of guys that are trying to make cases for MVP, so I don't know. It was on the Eagles sideline. Oh, okay. 2nd down and 10. Darius Slay comes in and bats the pass away. The watermelon punter. Okay, I was pretty confident that was him. Yeah, that dude had a fun season last year, man. It was fun to watch him. Quick Dallas running right up the middle with no timeouts and 13 seconds left. And then put the ball on the ground instead of hand it to the refs so you don't have time to spike it. 3rd down and 10. He's got time. Hit as he throws. Nearly picked off again by Darius Slay. 4th down and 10. 1:13 left. I would give Jalen Hurts number 1, but that's only if he stays perfect. Yeah, if they can continue to roll, he makes an easy case to be up at least top 3. Most ridiculous way to end an entire season ever. Oh, yeah. That was, I think Nathan almost lost it from laughter. So they're going to attempt a 59-yard field goal attempt, and it is going to be no good. There's no way that this is not the game. It was wide right by 2 feet. This has got to be, there's 1:08 left. Dallas still has 2 timeouts, but it's going to be a turnover on downs. He was only about 2 feet wide right of the field goal post. Making a top 100 list would be hard anyway. Do everyone the favor, don't even bother with the onside kick. But the Eagles gained possession immediately, so did you see the way he sat the football? That's why. Yeah, I thought that it looked a little funny. So 1st and 10 from the 49 from the Eagles. They're going to hand it off up the middle. He's going to get 2 yards, giving Dak number 14 and Cooper number 9. Yeah, that was on 4th down, 4th and 10. They're the 3rd Eagles team ever to start a season 6-0. Of course, if they win, the Cowboys take their first time out here, 2nd down. You ever been chased by 300-plus linemen? You run for 1 yard. However, am throwing that ball away. 300-plus pounds lineman. Nah, I mean, I've never have been, but the Eagles have got a semi-favorable schedule. That's why I feel like someone's going to shock them because their schedule is very favorable going past their bye. 2nd and 8. They hand it off up the middle, but there is a flag on the play. Giants move to number 2 in the division. That's crazy. That's so crazy, man. It's going to be an offside penalty by the defense. Nick Sirianni looks rough, man. Like, his whole eyes, like, it just looks so dark under his eyes. Hey, Peyton, thanks for hanging out with us all day. You don't have to say sorry. It's okay, man. I understand. But have a good one. How many one-loss teams were left? Okay, let's go to the standings. Jets have 2, Ravens have 3, 2, 2. Nobody in the AFC. Well, the Bills are the only team in the AFC. The Giants have 1 loss. The Eagles have none. Vikings have 1. So that's it. Does Sirianni sleep? That's kind of what I was thinking, man. Oh, man, it looks like there's a little bit of a scuffle going on. This game is over. Why is people fighting? No one wants Philly to break the record. We'd never hear the end of it. That's true. That is true. Buffalo, the Giants, Eagles, and Vikings. Yeah. There's a little scuffle. A little scuffy. Oh, it's because he started pushing somebody. And he threw an offensive lineman down. And everyone started pushing. Oh, he just like put Jason Kelce down on the ground. I can't wait to hear about that on the Travis and Jason Kelce podcast. Like, that's going to be so funny. Yeah, but can't wait for that one. All right, victory formation after a first down, after a penalty. They're going to let the clock roll now. This game is over. Even if the Cowboys try to do something, I'm putting final score up right here. Thank you guys so much for hanging out with us all day long. It's been a long day, but it's been a good day, and I've had so much fun in here. Patrick did my favorite, the boot scoop boogie. Man, there are going to be so many Monday morning QBs tomorrow on the Chiefs game, and I, for one, don't want to hear it. Going to be a long week. It is going to be a long week in terms of sports media and such and such. I'm going to have to listen to a lot of dumb stuff, but that's what we get for listening to sports media, because all we're doing is causing ourselves pain most of the time anyway by listening to them on the Get Up and First Take and all that. Every now and then they make me okay, but ball didn't bounce their way. That's it. They played well. Absolutely. But yeah, absolutely. Like I was saying, thank you guys for hanging out with me all day long. I'm gonna work on we're technically sports media, but we're not on national TV, or we're not on TV for everyone to watch. Big Boss is gonna be talking so much crap tomorrow. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Um, I'm willing. You know what? I took the post Buccaneers Super Bowl getting beat up on for months, literally months. And so if I can handle that, I can handle taking whatever anybody has to say to me about the Bills. Thanks for making an okay game, a fun game to watch yet again. Thank you also for everybody. Once again, I said thank you 100 times, but I mean it times 1,000. I'm very appreciative of all of you guys. Jeff, Shelby, Nathan, Papa Blood, Trevor, Crafty, Mickey. Thanks for joining us today, Mickey. It was fun meeting you and getting you in here with us. Sam, I think Mary Beth went to bed, maybe. Kay, anybody else that's still in here. New Heights podcast. Yeah, I can't wait to hear about that little scuffle right there on it. But I'm very thankful that I've got to spend the whole day with you guys. And I already made the announcement once, but some of you might have been in here. We will not be live for tomorrow's Monday Night Football game, but if anybody wants us to do some kind of post-game stream, I am more than willing to do that. Just let us know, of course, if you guys are interested in that. Me and Dad have a work thing that we have to go to, so neither of us will be available to stream the game. But today was very fun. Mary Beth's still in here. I wasn't sure, but thank you guys very, very much. We're still in the process of working on a bunch of stuff, and I can't wait to have another Sunday where I can be in here all day long. The next time I'll be in here for sure for a game will be Thursday night. Like I said, I might do a Monday night post game kind of thing so we can hang out and talk about it. We'll be in here for a recap on Tuesday or Wednesday for sure. But yes, much love. Love you guys so much. You guys are so awesome. You make a bad game fun every single time. You guys are the best. But I'm going to hop off here so I can start thinking about what's next for us. And I will see you guys maybe tomorrow night.